Hello, everybody, and welcome back to The Winning Streak. We are currently on episode 29. It is the Christmas special. I'm your host, Bryson.
And I'm Zeke.
And I'm Parker.
We got the new mics, like I promised on Instagram, for the three of you that saw that.
Yeah.
So getting straight into it, this is going to be a long hour, 2-hour episode, so we'll see how it goes. But starting off, Zeke has a few hot takes for us.
Okay, so my first one was, unless major changes are made next season, the Chiefs' championship window is closed.
I agree 100%. I don't think, unless they get like two all-star receivers, that they're doing anything.
I'm talking even like Kelsey out. Like they just completely changed the offense.
Really? You think Kelsey would leave at this point?
I don't think it has to be anything like major. Like, I don't think major changes have to be made. I think it just has to be a simple
one receiver.
Yeah, just a
I've
receiver short,
They
dude.
can afford to.
No, they're not getting
Higgins would be
T.
fire.
I think the Bengals are gonna run it back with him like one more year.
I think they will, honestly.
Because they have to do an extension.
I don't see why not.
Well,
they
he's
might
a free
as well.
agent.
They could have.
He's a free agent. So
I think he'll
he'll
sign like
sign
a
for
1
a
year.
year.
I don't think he'd do it.
I think he would.
He
seems like he likes the Bengals. Yeah.
He likes the
At this
Bengals.
point in his career, it just doesn't make sense for him to take a 1 year unless he's getting like a 4 year. Because the thing when you're a receiver like that, you could just be trash.
Yeah.
So you don't want to take 1 year, ruin your whole career.
I don't really know of any other receivers off the top of my head right now.
Better that I can think of.
Really
that
on the
is
market?
like,
no. I mean, Stephon Diggs is on the market. They're
Yeah,
not
going to
trade
get
him this year.
Dude, if Patrick Mahomes got Stephon Diggs,
It'd be gross.
and
He's
Kelsey,
he's kind of a diva.
He is. I don't like Stephon
he
Diggs
is a
that much.
diva.
I don't really want him to come to the Cowboys.
Yeah.
As much as I talk about it, I'd prefer
Yeah,
that
kinda cool.
to not happen.
So,
not a great locker
Parker
room.
agrees, and you don't.
Not really.
Okay.
I just say it doesn't have
Fair
to be
enough.
major. It just has to be one low-level receiver.
Low-level receiver.
I think
T. Higgins
I
is
think
low
they need
level.
like
I
two
wouldn't say
good
low level.
receivers.
T. Higgins
straight.
is low level.
He's
He has
the best
one. He has
wide
one or
receiver
two
too.
good games in a year.
Okay.
That's
So,
true.
I think he's better off going to a team like the Patriots, though.
Yeah,
No.
where he can get like a fat
Juju
contract.
should have stayed with the Chiefs, honestly.
Probably.
Yeah.
Like someone like that could have changed the
George
season.
Pickens.
And it sounds stupid, but someone like Juju could have changed the
I
season.
mean, they could move on George Pickens. I just thought about that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was
they could.
thinking
But
him
he's also
or
a diva.
Deontay.
That's just like Kadarius Toney 2.0.
No, I don't
right
think
there.
so. I think people hate on Pickens a lot recently.
Pickens try to catch inbounds challenge.
I don't know. I think he's good. I think he just has
Pickens
really
when he-
crap quarterbacks.
Pickens
so.
when he catches the ball with one hand, but he only has 1 foot in every single time. Okay, moving on to my second one. I said the Bills are the second best team in the AFC. Okay.
Oh, behind the Ravens.
Yes.
Okay.
Specifically over the Dolphins, though.
Yeah.
They play next week, I think. So that's when I get to prove it.
Oh, really?
I think the Dolphins' schedule has been kind of light this year.
Yeah, the Dolphins have only beat the Cowboys.
Yeah,
really.
and
Yeah.
honestly, I don't know about the Cowboys.
I know that was just a bad game by them.
They've
too.
had two back-to-back like losses.
No,
that have
it's
been-
Tony Pollard. I want to point that out.
Yeah, Tony Pollard's
Tony
a bum,
Pollard
dude.
is shit,
He's
and
terrible.
he lost us that game.
But
He doesn't want to score.
you know, I want to agree, but I don't know if I can on that one, to be honest.
I mean, the only other team in contention is the Dolphins, Chiefs,
Yeah.
and Browns, really, unless you want to put Jacksonville up there.
Browns
No.
have a case against the
Yeah,
Bills.
I'd say
was
the
the only
Browns
team I
did.
put
I
up
think
there.
I'm
Browns are
I'm
really
actually
good,
going to switch. I forgot the Browns were in the AFC.
they have like a close game every week.
That's the thing, though. They've been so
Well,
good
I
with
mean,
Joe
yeah.
Flacco. Like
Yeah,
last
Joe
week,
Flacco
they
got thrown
blew
into this,
and they played the
he's only been-
Texans.
Yeah.
Or no, they played the Jets.
You guys know
Yeah.
how much I love Joe Flacco.
Yeah, he's only been playing like 3 weeks, and they're doing this. So I think
Did they play
week
last
by
week? They played like
week
the
by
Texans,
week, they
right?
score more.
They played the Texans last
They
week.
like blew them out.
Yeah, the defense is already insane, and week by week they're scoring more. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think that the Browns.
I mean, that's
would-
another.
I think the
they're
Browns
going to win
would
again
end
this
up
week
beating
too
the
against the
Bills.
Yeah.
Jets.
They're gonna
I
kill
think in the
Jets.
playoffs, the Browns will see them. Hot take. We'll see them in the championship game.
I agree.
I agree with
I
that.
think.
I think it'll be Ravens Browns, and Joe Flacco might go to the Super Bowl again.
I think just like the
That'd
way
be
it's lined
cool.
up right now, if the Bills play the Chiefs, they'll lose in the playoffs like they do every single time. And that's
I
just
don't
how it is.
know.
I
I'm
don't-
curious about the game. I think it's gonna happen. I think we're gonna see that first round.
I mean, they're like.
I
they're
want
like
the
the biggest
Bills-
rivals ever.
This
I
might
want
be
the Bills to
greatest
beat the
playoffs
Chiefs
of
so
all
bad.
time. I just want to.
I think it could be. It's the worst regular season of all time, best playoffs.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say worst regular season.
I
at
Dude,
all.
wanna
this
see
year's been-
Josh
it's
Allen
just been
beat
straight
Mahomes so
injuries.
bad.
So.
Yeah.
Like, keep in mind, have you seen the stat? There's like 64 different starting quarterbacks this year or something like
I
that.
did not see.
I've seen that.
It's disgusting.
That's
Almost
crazy.
every single team. I think
That's
every
insane.
single team has
Has,
had
like,
starting
played their
There's
backup
been
this year,
like three
besides
that
the-
haven't. I think,
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 that
Cowboys-
haven't.
Cowboys haven't.
Did the Ravens?
haven't?
I think it's mostly
Ravens
just
have.
some teams have had
Ravens,
like
yeah.
3 different guys. But
Yeah, that's true.
like the Cardinals have had
Yeah.
Cardinals
Had four.
season has been a train wreck, dude.
They've had 4 different starting quarterbacks. Clayton Tune started at one point.
Who was the other guy then?
It was
Dobbs, Kyler, Tune,
Kyler Tune, and who was the other guy?
I don't think the other guy started.
He did for one game.
He did for like a game. I can't remember his name.
It was early on. They were still trying to
It was
figure
like
out the
week
quarterback.
2.
I forgot his name. How do we went and saw him? How do we not remember? Well, I mean, I don't
What do
think
you
we
mean
need to
went
know
saw him?
at the practice thing.
Oh, he got cut before the season started.
Someone I don't remember. I think it was 4. We can
I
check.
I
later.
think
it's
it was
3.
4.
It's 3.
All right.
Either
Guys,
way.
I know it's 3. Go on.
And
Okay,
then
so that was
you got
it.
another one or no? Okay, so hopping into guess the Madden and 2K teams.
I didn't do a Madden one, but
It's either way.
okay.
I just am saying I think Zeke chose Madden and I chose 2K. So
I did 2K.
So you want to go first?
Okay, I'll start. So my Madden team has a 81 overall quarterback, an 80 overall running back, an 81 overall wide receiver 1, an 80 overall wide receiver 2, and an 84 overall tight end.
Oh. Is this like taking into account, is a QB like injured or is like
This is no.
QB's been
This is
healthy all
current
year?
roster too.
Current roster?
Yeah, this would be current.
Oh.
This is up to date.
It's a hard one.
Mm-hmm.
They're just mid.
Yeah.
I would say, man, that's pretty good for Madden, especially quarterback wise. They'd be giving good quarterbacks 75 overall.
That's true.
I don't know.
I got to think about that.
I know.
I'm going to say
But also, the running back isn't who you would think on that team.
Like-
He's not really the main guy anymore. He's been mid. this
honestly,
year.
I have no clue. I'm going to say the Lions.
No.
Amonra would be higher.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Monroe's an 88 or 89.
Everyone's just really mid on this team.
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
can't
super
think of this one. I got no
lost.
clue on that one.
The quarterback and
Um,
wide receiver 1 are pretty good, and the tight end's pretty good, actually.
It's not the Rams because there's no way
Mm.
Coop and Naku are
No.
that low. So, damn. I don't really know, honestly.
I don't know
I'm
that
going
one.
to say Packers, I guess. Who is it?
Who?
It's the Texans.
Really?
I was thinking the Texans, but there's no way Stroud and Tank Dell should be that low. Stroud
Well,
could
keep
be
in mind he's a rookie.
I know, but
Well,
Stroud
yeah,
should be
but even
an
then,
80.
especially
that's-
Tank.
that-
Tank being in 81 doesn't shock me because even
He's really good.
he is really good.
He was a
That's what
top
kind of
receiver.
threw me off.
He was a top
And with
receiver,
injury,
but-
I wasn't thinking them.
Yeah.
You know.
So
Mm-hmm.
my team is pretty obvious, but it's a 2K team. Point guard is an 81. Shooting guard is an 82. Small forward is a 96. Power forward is an 80. Center is a 92. It's a pretty dead giveaway with the forward and the center. I guess not really.
It's the Lakers, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say.
I was thinking it could be the Heat, I guess, but Jimmy would be way too
No,
high.
I was
in my
like
opinion.
80 run. Yeah.
I wouldn't be
that one's
surprised
pretty
if they
easy.
put him at 96 after last year just for hopping on the train. But
All right, I got 2K team. Point guard 80, shooting guard 81, small forward 86, power forward 80, and center 85.
Can you repeat the point guard, shooting guard?
Point guard is an 80, shooting guard 81, small forward 86, power forward 80, center 85.
it's a tough one.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That is kind of tough.
Part of me feels like the Wizards.
Is
but
it the
not
Heat?
Really.
It's not the Heat.
No, Bam's not that low.
No.
What was it? I don't remember. The center was at 85, right? Yeah, he's like at 87.
He's
or
like
something.
90 something. He's
He's,
91,
I think he's like an 88, 89.
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
You chose the Jazz last week, so I don't want to go with the Jazz.
Who you
It's not
thinking?
I can't think of a team that's also. You guys chose perfectly mid teams.
I know.
it's annoying. I can't think when it's.
When it's like super mid.
Super
No, I
even.
don't think it's the Jazz because you
It's
said
not.
the small
It's not
forward is. Yeah, okay.
It's not the Jazz.
It's really tough though. Are they good or
They're
mid or bad?
they show up from time to time. They're like mid to good. Like in that kind of category.
Is it the Magic?
It's the Nets.
No, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I feel like the only giveaway
yeah.
there is like Mikel, but they had their
thought
center
Mikel would be
ranked
higher.
super high.
He's good.
Nick
Yeah.
Claxton.
He's like
Nick
he's
Claxton is
like
ranked, like,
defensive player of
really
the year,
high.
really, so.
Yeah, he's like top 3 defensive players.
Yeah. So I don't blame him for that one.
Mhm.
And then getting into our would you rather's. You want to go first, Parker?
Sure.
Start on that end.
So branching off from the Nets, my would you rather was Mikel Bridges. So I'll go with Bryson. Bryson, who you taking, Mikal or Kyrie?
Oh damn, that's a hard first one. I'll go Macau. Honestly.
I also like value though, because like I mean obviously
Yeah.
they're not bringing the same things to the table,
Yeah.
but
Mm-hmm.
you get
He's
the
younger.
defensive effort.
Defense. Kyrie's good, but I'll take Macau.
Mikal or Brunson?
Brunson.
Brunson's been killing it.
He's been having such a good year. I love to see that too.
Yeah.
That Villanova team, that entire
Yeah,
team has been
that
doing
whole
so
team's
good,
crazy.
dude. Even Josh Hart's been
Yeah.
playing good.
He's good.
Mikal or Tyrese Maxey?
That's a tough one.
All
I
these
mean,
players kind of
Dude,
stack up.
Maxey started like 0 for 14 in the game yesterday, so that was
Yeah.
gross.
He's been having
I
a
think
really
I'll
good
go
season.
Macau,
otherwise.
honestly, because like it's
Okay.
that's
Okay.
a tough one, but defensive. You got definitely taking defense. Tyrese Maxey's
Okay.
nowhere near Macau on defense, in my opinion.
Okay.
Mikal or Jaylen Brown?
Okay. No. No.
I
Okay.
don't
That's
know.
too far.
I guess Jalen, but I don't think they're that far off at all.
I don't think so either.
I think there's
Macau
a
might be
gap.
better.
I think
but-
Mikal has a left hand.
That's what I was gonna think too. Like left hand is a big part.
Mikal or Franz Wagner?
Macau.
Okay.
He's good though.
And then teammates, Mikal or Cam Thomas?
Macau.
Yeah.
Easily.
You should see Cam Thomas's averages, honestly.
Well,
He's
the
good.
problem is he does that and he doesn't play. Like
Yeah.
the next game.
He's averaging like 24 when he does.
yeah. He's
Like
really
he's
good.
he's crazy, dude. Alrighty, so
You wanna run
Zeke,
that by me? Okay.
your would you rather's Mikal Bridges or Kyrie?
I'm gonna go with. At this point, I'd go with McGill.
Okay.
But not like I don't think Kyrie's like bad or anything. Like I would say Kyrie's definitely still a better basketball player, but like
his
Yeah,
contribution
Mikal is
at this
just-
point.
keep in mind McGill is worth like 4 first-round picks right
Yeah.
now. So I mean,
His value is tremendous right now, and
and Kyrie
defensively,
kind of gets passed around. So
yeah.
He's good.
Mikal or Brunson?
Brunson for sure.
Brunson, that's fair. Mikal or Maxey?
Maxey,
Okay. Mikal or Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Jimmy. Honestly, between Jimmy and Mikal currently, that one I'd like be up in the air to either. Mikal or Jaylen Brown?
Still Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown's really good.
Mikal or Franz Wagner?
McGill.
Mikal or Cam Thomas?
McGill for sure.
Alrighty.
Okay. I'll go ahead and get into mine. My would you rather, I'll start with you, Parker, is Kyrie Irving.
Alrighty.
So Kyrie Irving or Steph Curry?
Give me Steph.
Kyrie or Dame?
Honestly, I'm gonna take Dame because of
Okay.
Kyrie doesn't play half of the time. That's the problem.
Yeah, I guess so. Kyrie or Russ?
Kyrie.
Kyrie or Drew Holiday?
Kyrie.
Kyrie or Darius Garland?
Kyrie for sure.
Kyrie or Jalen Brunson?
I'm gonna take Jalen Brunson, man. He's been having such a great season.
Kyrie or LaMelo?
Kyrie.
Kyrie or Jamal Murray?
Jamal Murray, insanely overrated.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
Kyrie or James Harden?
Kyrie.
Kyrie or De'Aaron Fox?
Ooh, that one actually.
It's a pretty tough one.
That's pretty close.
That one's pretty close to me. I think you give Fox like 2 more years, maybe a year, and he puts it over for me.
I don't know. Fox has been in the league like a long time.
while,
Same
yeah.
as he's been in the league as long as Book, and Book's on
Yeah.
year 8 or
Yeah.
7. I think it's year 8.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess you're right. Yeah, you're 8 now. But
Take it.
honestly,
Also, I think I lied.
currently-
about that. I think De'Aaron Fox is the next year.
I think I'm gonna take Fox because he's contributing more to that team than Kyrie's
it
able
was
to.
the next year because
Yeah.
this year we drafted Josh Jackson.
Yeah. And then Kyrie or Halliburton?
Halliburton for sure.
Kyrie or Trey?
Ooh, Trey gets too much hate, dude. I'm gonna take Trey
Yeah.
despite his turnover ratio.
Couple more. Kyrie or Ja?
Ja doesn't play, but I don't know if you guys
3-0
saw.
right now.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say he's player of the week in the West right now.
I did.
He's averaging like 28.
He is pretty good right now.
Honestly, if Ja continues to put up these averages, then I'll take Ja. But because
Okay.
Ja hasn't played at all, I'm gonna take Kyrie.
Okay. Kyrie or Shea?
Shea,
Kyrie or his teammate Luca?
Luca.
Okay.
Hate
Luka
Luka.
went for 50 yesterday.
Yeah,
so I mean,
that was disgusting. That was
Zeke,
there
your
to see
turn
that.
for a very long would you rather. Kyrie or Steph?
Steph, for sure.
Kyrie or Dame?
Dame, I guess.
Kyrie or Russ?
Kyrie.
Kyrie or Drew Holiday?
Kyrie.
Kyrie or Darius Garland?
Kyrie.
Kyrie or Jalen Brunson?
Jalen Brunson at this point in time.
Kyrie or LaMelo?
That's kind of
It
hard.
is a kind of hard one.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't feel like
LaMelo's
that one's
averages
that-
are good.
His
LaMelo's
averages
really
are good, but he's on like a dumpster team.
He's really tough though. Like if you like watching him play, he can make crazy passes.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're going off like value, what they bring to the team, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with LaMelo.
Okay.
Oh.
Kyrie or Jamal Murray?
Kyrie. I think Jamal Murray's also overrated.
It's gonna be my
He's
poll in the video, by the way. Is Kyrie or LaMelo? I already thought it through in my
I
head.
should make it Murray, dude. Everyone seems to love Jamal Murray
I
for
haven't
no
really
reason.
seen that much Jamal Murray love.
Do you not remember when we were in the Up the Score
Well, yeah,
video
that I
and they
do.
were like
That one I do. But
They
like
were
other stuff,
really-
usually not.
really heavy on Jamal Murray? They were talking like he was better than Book and stuff like that.
That's
which is
crazy.
an insane
That's
thing to
true.
say.
I don't know how you can talk about that, dude. He's like you can stat pad when you're playing with one of the who's gonna be one of the best centers of all
Yeah.
time on your team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kyrie or James Harden? Oh,
I haven't watched a lot of James Harden this year.
Dude, he's been bad,
He's not
but these
great.
last few games,
He's
like
he's
that,
been all right, but
I've
This-
seen it like Russ has been like making sure Harden gets more minutes at point.
yeah,
I was gonna say
And
these
he's
last
been
few
playing a lot
games,
better
dude.
when he's like playing
yeah.
the right amount
When
of
he's
minutes
the
and stuff.
system.
I haven't seen a lot of Kyrie either this year. I haven't
Yeah.
heard a lot about Kyrie either this
at
year.
all. He's been doing good, but like
And-
super undercover.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
I guess I'll go with Kyrie.
Okay, let me look up Kyrie's stats really quick.
Yeah, that's a good. I want to see that comparison real quick.
Let's see.
Oh, Harden. Harden had a
damn.
really bad start.
He's
bro.
averaging 23, 4, and 5.
Kyrie,
Yeah, So
what's
not too
Harden
bad.
doing?
I didn't look at
He's
I'd
that.
like
imagine, like-
17 or something.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Probably like 18.
Yeah, he hasn't been doing a ton. He has, Jesus, 17, 5, and 7.
I knew it.
So not great.
More assists, but like
Yeah.
Yeah, more
But,
assists,
A
but
lot
like
less, or not a lot.
for
I go
what,
with-
still.
for what he wants to contribute.
Well,
what's his
that's all
plus
he really
minus
needs to
right
do on that team.
Yeah.
Keep in mind.
True.
But I guess I'll go with Kyrie.
Okay. Kyrie or De'Aaron Fox?
Honestly,
It's a tough list, huh?
this is really tough because I feel like Kyrie, like, just like the feeling I had because like
Yeah.
grew up watching Kyrie.
Yeah, I know.
And then
It's hard to not pick
because
Kyrie.
like Kyrie was like all-star every year, and then now he's not. So I mean, like it's
Yeah,
just different.
It's weird.
And then there's guys like De'Aaron Fox has been killing it.
Yeah.
Dude, and it's so crazy. He doesn't get any spotlight at all.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox has been like you haven't heard a lot about the Kings at all this year.
The,
I
the
kinda-
Kings,
I've seen
I
quite a
haven't
bit
seen
about them.
anything on the Kings
like
at all.
they like even stopped like light the beam and stuff.
Yeah,
like
I
that. Remember,
know.
they would literally post it every single day. Like every time they.
It's
win.
because they were finally good and now they just
Yeah.
don't care.
But I guess I'll go with De'Aaron Fox at this point.
Okay. Kyrie or Halliburton?
Halliburton for sure.
Kyrie or Trey?
Trey.
Kyrie or Ja?
Ja.
On Ja. Kyrie or Shea?
Shea for sure.
Kyrie or Luca?
Luca for sure. Obviously.
Okay.
Dude, you get so hated.
Yeah.
You want to go through your list now before we get into this
I'll run
fun topic?
I'll start with you.
What's our
Okay.
next topic?
Draft.
Okay. Okay. I'm excited for that actually.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Okay. So starting my would you rather for you, I have Chet Holmgren. So
Okay.
Chet Holmgren or Wemby. I just wanted to start with the rookie of the year argument there.
Chet.
Okay. Chet or Segun. I
That's-
know you like Segun a lot, but
Not really. He's just really good.
You
Chet
were
is,
talking about him, really.
Chet's insane.
yeah, he's good.
Chet's like, yeah.
Okay, Chet or Miles Turner. He's been having a really good year this year, like
Yes,
quietly. I
he's
think a lot of it
really
has to do
good.
with Tyrese Halliburton.
He's really good, but I'm
Ball
going to go
court?
Chet over
Okay.
a lot of people.
Chet or Sabonis.
Chet.
Okay, Chet.
Sabonis is good at scoring.
Chet or Bam Adebayo.
Bam.
Honestly,
Unfortunately, it's really close.
I
but
would
can't
go
take,
Chet.
I can't take it
But
in over Bam usually.
Chet or Rudy Gobert.
Gobert's having a defensive player of the year.
Yeah,
game,
but
like,
so is Chet.
I
Chet's
know.
averaging
Chet's
like a
on-
good like
We'll see. We'll get into that.
3.5 blocks.
I just realized how much stuff we have to get through.
Yeah.
we have a lot.
I'll go. Chet.
Okay. Chet or Karl Anthony Towns?
Chet.
Okay.
Cat's
Chet
on
or
the
Anthony Davis?
80.
Okay. Chet or Embiid? I just wanted to finish it off.
Embiid.
Yeah.
Dude, I thought you were gonna say something
Yeah, you
crazy
did.
right there.
The way you went.
I had to like think about it for a second, then I was like, wait, no.
I was like, dude.
Chet's averaging only maybe more assists. Probably not though.
Because honestly, in my opinion, right now Chet is like a good like top 5.
He's
Honestly.
a top 5 in his position.
Just how he's been playing recently, like
His win shares.
If you're putting up like a good like 20%, like
especially
20,
with the team he's on,
20
he has an
points,
MVP,
and then you're putting up
candidate
like a good
on his
like
team.
10 boards, and then you're
Yeah.
putting up
him and
3.5
Shai's
blocks.
connection is crazy.
He's putting up these stats with an MVP on his team, so
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
That's the thing. He can't stat pad. Like
yeah,
Yeah,
can't.
his whole
and the
team's
team
good.
isn't that good either, so you
The
can't.
whole- I
like,
think the team's good.
well, like
the team's deep.
They're good.
They're
but,
a
like,
good playoff team. This
they're-
year
Yeah,
to
like,
watch.
for sure playoff team, but like
I don't think they're gonna
they're
get
not in the
past,
situation
like,
where
second round.
they're going to be up a bunch of points and they can just put up more points. Like they're playing for everything.
No, I
Yeah,
think
I was-
when they make it to the playoffs, though, no other team in the playoffs ever has depth, and that's all they
Yeah,
have.
that's a good point, but it's
So-
young depth. Keep in mind.
Yeah, that's
So
the thing. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think they have enough experience.
Yeah, they
right
needed to
now to
bring
go
it-
far.
I felt like they should have like tried to bring in Chris Paul for a second stint. To be honest.
I think so
I'm gonna
too.
make that joke after the episode's over in
What?
2 hours. I'm not gonna say it.
Well, I didn't even catch it. Okay, I'm
I
gonna move on
didn't
to
say-
I'm gonna move on to barbecue. So Chet Holmgren or Wemby?
Give me Chet.
Chet Holmgren or Segun?
I like Sagan a lot, like Bryson was saying, but I'm gonna take Chet still.
Okay, Chet or Miles Turner?
Chet.
Chet or Sabonis?
I like Sabonis a lot actually, but I'm still gonna go Chet.
Okay, Chet or Bam Adebayo?
I'm with him on that. I take Bam.
Okay,
Bam's so like quietly, consistently one of the best centers in the league.
He's one of the best two-way players in the league,
yeah, that's fair.
if not the best.
I don't know. He's
I'd
At
say
the
lot
center
better on
position, he
defense than he
is
is.
one of the best two.
but he's also an undersized.
His offense is insane.
He's like
He
can
was
get
going
offensive-
he-
he can
he
get
in the
offensive
playoffs
boards.
next
but
year.
I mean,
he
like,
runs a
doesn't
pick and
He
roll
doesn't put up like
so
a ton of
good,
points.
dude.
He does pick and rolls very
was
well.
averaging
He is
like
one of the
18.
best pick and roll
Yeah, but
centers
so
in
is-
the league.
So is Chet. I mean, like,
I mean, he was
Yeah.
in the playoffs. He was averaging like 18, I think 11, and some like decent amount of assists on blocks too.
okay, Chet or Rudy Gobert?
Honestly, that one's hard for me because I've never liked Gobert, never been a fan of him. But
Yeah,
like what
like-
he's doing right now defensively
He's
is
good.
pretty crazy. And that T-Wolves team is
really
crazy right now with
They're
Anthony
on
Edwards.
streak.
Dude, they are so hot right now.
Come on.
Bro, y'all gonna make it weird, bro.
Okay.
That's staying in for sure.
Okay. Speaking of the hot Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns or Chet?
Chet. Cat's on a downfall, bro.
Okay, Chet or Anthony Davis?
Anthony Davis.
Chet or what? Embiid?
Chet. I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh wait.
Embiid.
Oh, see, he had to think about it. He said Chet. So, getting into a fun one. I didn't pick 15, by the way. I picked like 6 because I'm hoping you didn't pick that too. I forgot to mention that.
Dude, you were saying you guys need 15.
Dude, when you
I
start
know,
winging it,
I
bro, it's
forgot.
gonna get bad,
I know,
bro.
I forgot. Just don't pick the guys I picked. So,
Okay, who's picking first?
doesn't matter. We said we're not picking each other's first. So,
Okay.
so getting into our next topic. It's a very fun one. Overrated player draft. So how it works? We're all gonna draft 5 players. We're gonna go in an order, and we're gonna make a team of 5 players. Whichever team has the most overrated players wins. You guys vote. So we'll go in this order.
Okay.
We'll get a second one. Go back. Keep.
A
Okay,
second
so
one?
snake
Or we
draft?
just
Yeah.
gonna- Okay.
So you wanna go first?
All right. I'm going to get hate for this. First overall pick for most overrated player. I'm looking to the NBA. I'm taking Kobe Bryant.
God, bro.
number 1.
Come on. Like, I had him on my list
Yeah, but
just for
Dude,
controversial.
He gets it's crazy
He's
the
not
things I
top
hear.
3, that's
He is
why I
not
have
a
him.
He's
top
not
3
top
player
3.
of all time, but
he's
people
top 7 though.
That's fair.
he's a top 10 player for sure, but like top
That's
3 is absurd.
A lot
Like,
of people think he's the GOAT.
I can't get behind this
I've been
at
seeing
all.
it a lot. Like, it's not trolls either.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's,
okay,
it's like people who grew up with
after-
MJ, people who grew up with LeBron.
When
and-
Kobe died, they were like, if you
There
like
was a
didn't,
spike
if you
in-
didn't say
yeah.
Kobe was top 3,
You would get
you were
flamed.
Satan himself.
Yeah,
bro. Like, you were
it's
actually,
crazy,
like,
dude. That's a big reason. Like,
Yeah.
people still ride that train. It's crazy to me.
Yeah, it is a little bit wild. So
Yeah, that's my number 1.
my number 1 overall pick you guys can hate me all you want for this. It is completely factual. The most overrated sports player ever is Derrick Rose.
Okay.
Yeah.
He got a super fraud MVP and ruined Braun's 5 straight MVPs.
Yeah.
And-
That MVP was fraudulent, dude.
For
LeBron
sure.
led,
It was, okay, not fraudulent, but stolen. He was great. that season. He
Braun
was
led
crazy.
like every
But
stat.
the problem
LeBron
was,
was
it was like the same as Steve Nash's second MVP. Like,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
just
whereas
like,
just
which
voter
also
fatigue.
was-
well, actually, it was more like the first one where he just had a good season and his team was really good when they
Yeah.
were really bad the year before.
Yeah, so I think, and also,
But his
just-
numbers weren't that good.
He had nothing
only averaged
else.
22 points.
I know,
Yeah,
and nothing
his
else
numbers
but
were
I
gross.
put nothing else but a good-looking season.
Yeah.
He was good. He was great, but
Oh, you put a reason on it?
And
I'm
I'm
just hating.
I,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm sorry he got injured, but that doesn't.
Oh,
change the
another thing
facts.
people act like Derrick Rose getting injured is 9/11. which
I
is
know.
like another
People
thing.
were saying like Derrick Rose was like the next MJ. Like
No.
that.
I know,
That
like,
was
he
not
was
gonna
never
happen,
at that
dude.
level. So
Like he was a great player.
Yeah.
Like
He was
my first
good.
overall
modern
player.
I'm
comparison.
not even gonna say he was great. He wasn't great.
Who do
But
you
he
guys
had a-
think like
he had a
stacks
pretty
up to
good
him
season.
like modern times? I feel like he's like a book kind of player. Like
John Morant.
John Morant.
Yeah, like
was
a
literally
John
what was so
Morant.
good.
Like someone putting up those kind of numbers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like
He's
he's
just literally John Morant. Like
Except for Jaw's better. I don't care.
yeah, Ja is better than D Rose.
Maybe. It's tough,
I'd
though.
take
That's
Ja
hot
if
take.
he
By
was.
that logic, last year Josh should have won MVP.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, league is different, but true.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll get into my pick. With my pick, I'm taking Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay.
Good
Pro
pick.
dominated plumbers in the 60s and still gets top 10 votes, which is kind of crazy.
Okay.
I
fair one.
have him
So-
in my top 10, but
Okay.
like not.
And then
No,
since
he's
we're
not
doing
in my top
Snake,
10 even. I can't
This is
put
my
him in.
next pick, Carmelo Anthony.
I
That's
had
a
him
good-
on
he-
my list.
He was
dude.
on.
He's
I
not
looked at him. I
that
didn't put him
good.
there.
He
Bro.
is not that good for what he did, dude. Like
I
think
think
he
it's
had,
more.
what, one
I think it's
scoring
more
title?
impact
he had
for
like a
people.
scoring title, and that's
Like,
like
I
the
love
same kind of deal
Karl
with
Anthony
AI.
Towns, so it's- like I love.
I
His
could
game,
never get
so-
behind him, bro. It was
I just
like,
liked his shooting. He really
he
wasn't
would just
ever that
huck
great.
shots all
dude.
game.
It was just him on the Nuggets. That's the only
Yeah,
reason
him-
people
well,
like
they had
him.
AI.
He shot good and he had decent defense, but he really wasn't that.
Dude,
amazing.
and
so that's a
Decent
good
defense.
And
He
him,
was
like
okay.
later in his career, he ruined his career by continuing
Yeah.
to play. It's
He-
like the
yeah,
same thing with
played
like guys
for-
like Vince Carter,
You should have just gave up.
who just
played
like
for far
run out
too
their
long.
career. Yeah, for sure.
So, by the way, guys, this is not just NBA. We just went with NBA players for the top 4.
Yeah, I have an NFL player, so don't worry.
Yeah, I got. Next.
I'm trying to think if I want to go next. I'll go with the NFL player next, just to get. Or actually, I don't know. I'll save him for later. I'll go
Parker's
with.
pick, right?
No, it's
No,
we're going
it's-
back,
Yeah, we're doing Snake.
and then Parker gets 2.
Okay.
So my next pick is Allen Iverson,
Okay.
because
I thought about
it really
that.
speaks for
Yeah.
itself. He's really overrated.
Mhm.
Like if you really think about it, like he was great. Like same like for your Kobe argument, I guess, but way different. He was great, but he never really actually did anything spectacular.
The only reason he gets like,
It's his hand.
when I see people
His
put
hand
him like
wasn't
top
one MVP.
10,
Yeah,
like I see people put him top 10, which is like absurd to me.
He's
Like his
he's
impact on
debatably
the
a
game.
top 3 shooting guard.
yeah. I wouldn't even put him top 3.
Because I mean, who do you put there? You have
Steph.
Yeah.
you.
Kyrie
He's a
over
point
him.
guard though. Steph.
I got Kyrie over him.
Neither
First
of
of
those guys are shooting guards.
Oh, you don't consider Kyrie one?
No, he's a point guard. He ran the point for sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
I just don't see him there.
That's
you
fair.
know? All right.
And so you can go Ned.
My second pick, NFL. He tries to stay relevant by going on his dumb podcast
Oh, no way. Oh, wait.
and saying stuff about players. Cam Newton.
Okay, that's fair. I like that pick. I'll give you
Dude,
that.
he has
I thought you were
never.
gonna say like Peyton Manning. I was like, no.
I thought he
way.
was. I thought he was about to say Coach Prime.
Oh,
That's what I thought I was
No,
going. I was
okay.
gonna say, don't you dare, like Coach Prime.
Dude, like, he tries
Have
so
you guys
bad.
been seeing Shannon Sharp and
Yeah.
Chad Johnson? And
Yeah.
I don't-
Johnson?
I mean,
It's so
I don't think
funny,
people
bro.
overrate him. I think
No.
he did have an amazing MVP season. It was insane. So
I think he lives off of
That's
that,
fair,
though.
though.
That's like
Yeah,
the thing.
that's the
People
only thing
rate
you're
him
right.
so highly because of that.
yeah, I only like the only thing I really hear people say is he's one of the best rushing quarterbacks ever, which is true. So or for that one season, I don't know. That's kind of hard. It's true and false. So
That's fair.
and then you can go again because
All right.
snake draft.
Another one, another quarterback. Again, podcast guy. Not Peyton, but Eli Manning.
Okay.
That's a fair one.
Everyone, I see so many mixed opinions on
He's
it.
like barely Hall of Fame.
He's
He's-
living off of 2 Patriots.
Yeah, like
So
You can't
He's
put
like-
him up there with some of those like first ballot guys. You're looking.
He's for sure first ballot, but he's not that good. Like he's not like
Yeah.
a top 15 quarterback of all
No.
time. Like
but it's
Yeah.
gross. Like
I mean, if you look at his stats weren't good.
No,
He just
they
has
weren't
no
that
range.
good. Drew Lock over Eli Manning. Okay. Getting into my third pick. I'm debating who I want to go with here. I think I'm going to go ahead and go with Bo Jackson
Okay.
as a football player.
Yeah, I had him on
He's one of the greatest athletes ever, but his entire career was held back by injuries.
Mm-hmm.
He never played more than 11 games in a season and never reached 1,000 rushing yards in a season.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't disagree.
If he
with
could have
that.
stayed healthy, he could have been something special, but it's hard to look at him as an amazing player when he played 38
Mhm.
games over 4 seasons. So, I mean,
Okay.
what can you say about that?
Yeah. He's a
And
better
then-
baseball player than he was a football
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
Then you wanna go
I
ahead?
pick back to back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is he
So-
third and fourth, or?
Yeah, third and fourth. So my first pick is Brett Favre. Dude, if you look at his stats, he wasn't good.
No.
No, he was.
He would throw like
His
16 touchdowns
interceptions
and
were
18
insane.
touchdowns every year and still make the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
It was disgusting.
Yeah, I agree.
I had him on my list.
Keep in mind, like, those Packers teams weren't good after like 1997.
Yeah.
That's
So-
fair. I agree with that one, honestly.
Okay, and then my next pick, I don't think you're gonna like this one because it's one of your favorite players. I'm pretty sure.
Is it Tony Romo?
No, it's basketball.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Tracy McGrady.
T-Mac.
Okay.
I just like
That's interesting.
he's super overrated. Like people talk about him like he was the same as KD, and he was not the same as KD.
No.
He was just like a quicker KD who couldn't do as
I wouldn't
much.
even say quicker.
I
like-
might.
Him and Vince are in like the same combo.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I'd put him above Vince, but he also kind of lives off of the comeback. So
Yeah.
that's the main thing for him. But I
I
guess
like.
that's fair.
It's like mid for me.
It's hard for me to pick between my last few.
I know.
Yeah, I know. I'm really like.
I'll
Yeah.
just go with my one of the first ones I picked for my last two. First one is going to be Dame.
Okay.
Okay.
Pick number 4, I think, for me. He literally hasn't done anything ever.
Okay.
That's all I have to say. And if you want to argue that, he
I-
broke records on the Trailblazers. Oh my
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
how impressive is
First
that?
Mickey Mouse MVP.
Yeah, I was
so-
gonna say the only thing that puts like Dame in like a conversation of like one of the
They have him
consistently.
as a top 75 player
Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous to
over
me.
Dwight.
Yeah, Dwight being snubbed is crazy.
I know.
Like
Dwight was
So-
a top like 3 center for like
For a
Forever.
long
7
time.
years. Bro.
Yeah. So
when he's
that's
in his
mine.
like Superman
That's my
Okay.
fourth
deal.
pick is Dame, and then
All right.
4th and 5th pick for you.
My number 4, I'm gonna probably get some hate from Warriors fans. I'm gonna go Klay Thompson.
Oh,
I cannot say Curry because I would be kicked off.
Get
the cast.
killed, bro. You're done.
Yeah,
okay.
Klay Thompson,
That was
dude.
Interesting though.
You look at what he's doing right now. You look at his whole career. It has been carried by wide open corner
Yeah.
threes with Steph Curry on your team.
Yeah.
You're running a point guard, shooting guard
And
who
he
just
never,
facilitates to you the
he
entire
never
game.
left the system to try to like prove he was any good
No,
either.
like-
That's the
Yeah.
one thing I never
The
like,
Pacers,
about.
we always talk
Yeah.
about
Like,
so much.
You haven't won without Curry. Your averages this season,
all he does now, ever since he got injured, is just sit on the bench.
I
and do
know,
this.
yeah.
everyone will be like, "Oh
I think
well."
it's-
Did you guys
I
see
think
what
it's
Charles
more
Barkley said
injuries
about him?
ruined him.
What did Charles
He
say?
told him that if he keeps it up, he's gonna be his DoorDash driver next year.
Dude, I love Charles Barkley. That's like my favorite
Chuck
player.
never
ever.
lies, bro. He just speaks his opinion.
All right.
I think it's more so injuries for him.
And this is my pick, right?
I got
It
next
goes
then.
back. Okay.
You have one more or no?
Yeah, I got
Oh,
one more.
is that both?
I
I thought
gotta.
you already did yours. No, he only did one.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh man, I gotta think, dude. I got a list set up.
Quick, buddy.
I'm gonna say Timberwolves, KG, bro.
God damn it, that
KG
was
is
one of
not
mine.
overrated.
KG
I
is
guess
100%
whole
overrated, dude.
argument
He
right
did
here.
nothing on the
Dude.
Wolves and then leaves and wins a Mickey Mouse ring, bro.
Dude, look at his stats.
Dude, he did nothing
His MVP
crazy.
year is gross.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's the only thing that carried his career, and him winning like a Mickey Mouse ring later. Like,
It was
with
not Mickey Mouse. It was a
with that team.
quality
Yes, it
ring.
was,
The
bro.
main thing,
With that
He
Celtics
played the
team,
Lakers.
the only like main thing I can say against it is in his first 12 years in Minnesota,
Yeah, he was
the
kinda-
Wolves only got out of the first round once.
like
in 8
he-
drives.
exactly the majority of his career, he did nothing.
Tim Duncan, that's players he's compared to. They were doing that. at
Yeah,
the same
look at the
time.
guys KG is in the argument with.
Yeah, I mean
Like,
that's the only fair
I still
argument.
You
say that
cannot-
KG's a top
5.
top 5
5?
power forward for sure.
Yeah, top 5.
Really?
A lot of people say top 2 though.
Top 2 is.
I've seen him and Tim Duncan are top 2. If not,
That's
him
crazy.
first.
It's Tim Duncan and then
KG is like.
KD, Dirk.
I don't
Is
know.
KD is a power forward?
KD is a power
KD
forward,
is a
but
power
I don't even
forward.
know.
I'm
dude.
putting KD above Dirk.
He's for sure a better basketball player, but
I'm putting KD.
But, like,
in greatness,
You're talking like you can't have KG in the argument with those kind of guys.
yeah,
Like,
that's fair, I guess.
keep in mind, guys, that Karl Malone is actually probably one of the best armors, and everybody keeps him off their list
No,
because
yeah,
he's a child
it is
molester.
true.
I had Carl.
My bad.
And I have essential.
Do you though? Probably
No.
not.
Because it's true. What do you want?
No one's gonna watch this part anyways.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We're probably good.
getting into my final pick. This one might get some hate, actually. This was the one I was texting in the group chat earlier and
Okay.
saying like this is a bad one.
Okay.
Larry Bird.
Really?
What?
Really? What?
Larry Bird.
Larry Bird is a top 2 small forward.
He is easily a top
He's-
two and one of the best shooters
No, okay,
in
yes,
history,
listen.
dude.
I don't
He
know.
is
He's overrated.
pure
actually.
greatness. Like he was amazing just in his form.
It's got to be racist.
But
Look, like people talk about comp all the time. Like no
It
one
was
could
the
guard
80s
Larry
though.
Bird
Dude,
because
it was the 80s where guys were like
Jordan.
beating
Yeah, no.
each other up. You had Jordan, you had Stockton, you had
earlier on in his
Pistons
career,
from
he was,
the-
like,
you had the
developing
Bad
his
Boys
shot,
Pistons.
still.
You got Magic and the Lakers.
Dude,
Dude.
shot and
them
killed by
ugly-ass
Bill Laimbeer.
courts.
Literally.
I think
the bumpy court.
yeah.
Yeah,
tried to
that's
kill
when
like
like
4 foot wide courts with no 3-point lines. He was just hucking shots, bro.
dude.
And he had the pure green light to literally do whatever he wanted in the
This
league.
guy literally went to Indiana State.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This guy took. Wait. Keep it talking about legacy. He took Indiana State to a championship game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy, dude. He's the only reason they're relevant.
I think he
today.
did it twice, dude, didn't he?
That's people are gonna comment.
His list was good until the end. I'm ready for that. I'm ready for
Dude,
that.
I'm gonna
I
get.
agree. That's a
Everyone's
horrible
gonna stop
take.
looking at my list because of Kobe.
Yeah, people aren't gonna acknowledge Parker at all.
Those guys stupid.
We've all had at least one hot take though. So
I don't know. None of mine have been super hot.
I don't remember your list, so we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm going for
review
the
it,
win
man.
here, guys. I'm trying not.
My team was
super
perfect
controversial.
up until
Yours has been
Larry
pretty
Bird.
good. Okay, my last pick, and I feel really bad about picking because he like just died, but Bill Russell. I'm sorry, he wasn't good.
Okay.
You're picking all the old heads.
Yeah, I'm trying to make old heads mad here. I know Will.
I just
gonna get
picked Larry
somebody
Bird.
around. Yeah, but that's not that old head. That's like
I mean, yeah. His rings were.
Dude, but the thing is,
people
people
don't
will be
really
like he had
overrate him,
11
though.
rings, so he's the GOAT. Like
I
people
know.
will be like,
I don't see
Bill
people
Russell
overrate
is
him, though.
top 5.
No, I haven't.
Dude,
seen
I'm
that
pretty
much.
sure like Stephen A. Smith put Bill Russell at 5 recently.
I think
It's all
I think
heads who look
he's
at rings only.
I think he's top 10. I think he's
If
top 10 to
he's
15.
10, but I don't have.
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I was gonna say he's
I
like
need
up
to.
there.
I need to put out my list of players. Like I need to make a good list.
The
But-
only thing is like
Because I'm tired of
people
listening
who
to
argue
people.
rings and argue for MJ, like
Mhm.
argue the ring argument for him.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
say
yeah.
it's stupid for Bill Russell, like that doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So.
But
It's
people
fair,
are
though.
that's fair. But one thing I gotta say is like everyone's like argument is competition. You look at like the height averages and it really hasn't changed
Yeah,
that
that's
much.
just, like the argument that
Yeah.
they were playing like super short plumbers and stuff like
Yeah,
that. That
that's-
isn't there. But like,
It's not true.
It was at one point, but long ago.
no,
Yeah.
like even
A
like
long time ago.
like they say like the competition like Will Chamberlain.
Yeah, it
played
was pretty tall.
They were still like 6'9".
Yeah, like it's
Average.
not like
and it's still that's still the average.
Yeah.
like to be that dominant. Like putting up 100 games against guys that aren't like 5'6".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, that's true.
you can't argue that like he's up there, dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
Can
The
you
only
find,
other
Bill Russell
player-
was like one of the first like black players in the league, dude. Like
Yeah.
they were like.
I mean,
They were
but even
amazed.
then,
Yeah.
I
they were,
mean,
like,
you're
top.
playing guys that are like 6'6".
So,
They're no
like
slouches.
the beginning of Bill Russell's career, like he was drafted in 1955.
Yeah.
Like, that's insane. The league had been around for 8 years to that point.
Yeah.
It is great. Like that early on, you can't put them so high.
Yeah.
Like Will, especially. No, I'm not doing.
I still think
I really
I'm
can't
not
put
buying
Bill
in on
Chamberlain
that.
that high because he won like fake MVPs
I know,
just because the
dude.
players
There was
liked him.
literally like. Up
he's
until a
Will
couple-
didn't
up
win
until a
MVP
couple
the year
years
he
ago,
averaged
I didn't even
50.
think he was a real player. I thought he was some funny man.
I've never seen like
dude just
real clip
because
of Bill
of what
Russell
he's
doing
done. I still have him in my top 10 because like those averages just
Okay, another thing is they hype up Bill Russell like he was super good. If you look at the stats when you play Will
And I think
Chamberlain,
you're
Will
shooting
Chamberlain
without
put
threes,
up
dude.
like 40
Quadruple
rebounds on his head one time in a playoff game.
Yeah.
And in those, they didn't even
It's just so
record
hard to
rebounds.
believe
Like
stats.
they're not recording like half the
they did
stats.
track rebounds back then, I think. They didn't track
Earlier in the-
blocks or
Yeah.
steals
Yeah.
back then. So that's why like
I wanna
people
see that.
people
He had-
will say
he had
like Wilt.
quintuple doubles.
People will
probably.
say
Yeah.
Wilt once scored 57 points, 24 rebounds, and he had 12 assists and
Saw something
16
about
blocks
that.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
Like
So like.
I still
think
got him in my top.
I don't
10,
know.
dude.
I kind of believe the block stats because it's like if you were there
Yeah,
and
the block
you
stats
can
are
you
fine.
can track like blocks like it's not it's like
Because they don't happen every single play.
Yeah.
But I mean if he was putting up 22 blocks,
Yeah.
probably, but keep in mind Shaq put up 16 blocks in a game.
Yeah, he did. And he
Mhm.
also had like a crazy rebound.
I think it was
too.
15.
I forgot what it
but
was. The
A
only
few
other
guys
player,
still have 30 rebound games every once in a while.
Yeah.
So like
Dude,
guy going
Luka
for
had
like 50
20
rebounds.
Metu
doesn't
had like
sound
22
good.
rebounds last night.
Jesus.
That dude
didn't
is
see
a beast
that.
for the Suns.
The only other player I had on my list was who I wanted to include but didn't was Harden.
Yeah, I threw in Troy Aikman as a stray because he's trash.
Yeah,
But
I-
I had him on mine.
I put Michael
Paul
Vick on
Pierce.
there too. So
I did have Mike Vick, but I didn't think.
Yeah, I had Joe Namath, Melo, KG.
I had Joe Namath on mine too.
Really?
Joe Namath
I had
was
Tony
good,
Romo.
bro.
I had
Tony Romo.
I had Tony Romo. Later.
I don't like hating on Tony Romo
I
because he
love
wasn't
Tony
good or
Romo.
bad. So
Yeah,
like,
he was
Yeah,
just
he was
like-
just there.
yeah. Chris Bosh was also on my list.
So,
Honorable.
I had
mention.
Draymond.
Draymond. Good.
heck no.
He's not good, bro. He
Dude.
made a career out
Not
of
anymore.
You guys, I remember one time we
Not
were
anymore.
arguing one time. I was saying Draymond doesn't deserve all the love he gets, and you two were both on my butt for that.
He doesn't now. He
Dude.
did. He was insane, dude. He was.
This was
putting
like
up
2 years
triple-doubles
ago,
in the
though.
finals.
This was like 2 years ago.
The dude was literally.
Yeah,
putting up
but we
triple-doubles
were
in the
like
finals
discussing.
against
I
Bron.
remember that
It's
conversation. We were
disgusting.
discussing the fact that in Game 7 in 2016 he had 39 points or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's
So,
like,
like-
he was disgusting at one point in his
He
career.
was really good.
And he
He's
had a
defensive player of
triple-double
the
in
year.
the playoffs.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with Clay. You put him in a different system.
You can't. Defense isn't a system stat.
Yeah, he's
So
he,
that's
he
one
is
thing I
the
just can't
system.
argue.
Draymond has been the system since 2015. Dude,
That's a stretch.
That is.
I think without Draymond, they're a way worse team than they were.
They are, but that's the thing.
Prime.
They help build it around him, but him directly is not the system.
He was the facilitator. Everyone else was shooting. KD, Steph, and Clay were chucking shots, and he was dishing
Curry
out
takes the ball
rebounds.
down. How
Yeah,
many?
Curry.
Yeah, and then he passes it to Draymond, runs around, and gets it passed back to him. I will put
Yeah, but
highlights.
it's
of those
plays-
That's not
it's-
facilitating. Though.
It's plays ran for
dump
Curry.
out like dumping the ball out isn't.
Yeah.
I mean, he's setting screens everywhere, every single play.
Yes.
He's underrated in my opinion.
I don't
if
know
anything.
about that one.
But
He's probably
Getting
a Hall of
into-
Famer. I'd give him that.
he's easily a Hall of Famer.
I don't know about
easy.
easy.
He has
He's
4
definitely
rings
gonna
with
make-
triple doubles in the
He'll
finals.
make it, but I don't think
He's
LeBron.
100% gonna make it, and he's probably
Come on,
gonna be
bro.
first ballot. But like saying like he was like, oh, that's like, it's just like.
I just don't think he
no
like.
Keep in mind, if he keeps fighting, they're not gonna let him
Yeah,
in.
well, no, now
But,
he doesn't. If he wasn't
ruining-
doing this stuff though, this would
Bro,
never
they
be
have
said.
him. They have him on
He is-
Skype calls, getting.
If he
medical help for
wasn't
the fact
getting
that
in
he
fights
scraps
in the
with
past
people
2
every
years, no
single
one would be
game.
saying this stuff.
He's
though.
been doing that since he was.
I've been saying he's
toxic.
overrated for a minute, dude. Like,
He's still mad about what happened during the Michigan State football game.
But
all right.
getting into, we'll start with
we got super
NBA
sidetracked.
Yeah, we got crazy
NBA
shit.
team
It was fun.
overviews.
Okay.
I mean, it's supposed to be a long video, anyways. Yeah, we're just gonna go through teams. I'll skip like people we don't care about, like mid teams, like the Bulls and Nets. Celtics are the #1 seed in the East with a 23-6 record.
Dude, Tingus Pingus.
Every year they do this.
Tingus Pingus, dude, he's changed their
He's okay.
changed their dynamic. He's revitalized his
I
career.
refuse to hop on the train until
I
he
think the
makes it
Celtics
through
are
the full
still
season.
the clear best team in the East.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's really there. I guess you could say the Bucks.
I mean the Sixers.
Yeah, I guess, but I don't know.
I think
Embiid's a playoff.
I feel like they're
starter.
gonna make
Yeah,
it
he is.
to the finals and lose this year again.
Dude, I want to see what the Sixers can do when they put Maxey in a position
I don't know,
to
but
succeed.
no team in the West has really like looked super good to me.
Not really.
So I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know.
And you could
So
say,
I think
like,
they're
the
overrated
Pacers.
just because I don't think they're great.
Yeah.
Like I just don't think they end up doing stuff. They always do this. They always win and then lose.
Yeah.
That's fair. They've been doing it for like 7 years straight.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Yeah. I don't know why the Celtics don't get put in the same boat as the Suns, where like everyone's like
Yeah.
everyone hates on
Yeah,
the
nobody
Suns.
hates on them. It's like
Yeah,
Because they
it's-
look,
I don't
they
get
look
that.
better when
it's
they
because
play, I
people
guess.
like
Sometimes.
their fans are just as bad though. I don't get it.
Yeah,
So-
easily.
No,
They're
everyone's-
wor-
everyone's
any
like,
Boston
oh,
fan is terrible.
Everyone's
Yeah,
like, all
screw
the
you,
Suns
Boston
fans. Like,
by the way.
and the
Everyone
Suns
knows
in
something.
general get so much hate.
I guess the difference is we're like a lot of Suns fans are bandwagon.
If you're a Boston fan, don't
compared
watch
to
the
Boston.
podcast.
Like there's just like
Yeah.
everybody in the Northeast.
Because
is
no
Boston
one
fans,
watches
but-
sports in Arizona. That's
I
why.
mean, but they've been successful forever. Their team has consistently been good, and they
Yeah,
always
it's
choke.
handed
Like-
to them too. So
Yeah, except for the gap from the 90s to
yeah,
to pretty much 2010, they were pretty bad for a while there. But they weren't like really bad. They were just like
Yeah, they just like.
it was like the first time in their history they weren't good.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Bucks are the number 2 seed with a 22-8 record. I don't think they're a finals team, but I think they're good.
I don't hop on that train.
Dame's not consistent enough.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Giannis is really good.
I don't know why their defense doesn't get more like notice. Like their defense is not present
It's
whatsoever.
not that great. Dame's never really
Giannis
been a
is
good
their
defender, so-
defense.
Yeah.
The time.
Oh, yeah. We'll be done around 6 or 6:30. 76ers, number 3 seed, 20-9 record. All it is Embiid, and all he can do is score. So I don't
think
have much hope for them.
addition by subtraction, getting rid of Harden and letting Maxey facilitate more, play
Helped.
make, it has helped so much. I think they're gonna end up in the same ship as last year though.
Yeah, me too. Early exits probably.
Yeah, like second round bounce.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe even first, honestly, depending who they play.
I feel like second round.
I could see the Magic.
Second round is like,
I
it's
could
always
see
second
I could
round.
see the 4th
Then-
seed, 17 and 11 Magic taking them into a
Magic
battle.
are definitely underrated. Their team's like super
Very.
young. They're strong.
I've been hot
Let's
on
just talk
them.
about the Magic.
Yeah.
I've been hot on them for like a year or two, mainly because I've liked Kawhi Anthony
I was
since he
gonna
was
say, yeah,
really
I like
small
Kawhi
in the
Anthony.
league. I think they're a really good team, like good young team.
Paolo doesn't get talked enough. I don't really
Paolo's
like Paolo,
really
good,
but
really good.
he is so good.
Yeah, I hated on Paolo a lot. 'Cause I remember, he had like
remember.
he had issues. Okay,
He did. He
That wasn't-
started off
That
bad.
wasn't my fault. He literally like couldn't play a game without getting severe cramps. And
Yeah,
losing
and had to
7
take like
pounds
his
every game.
baby formula on the
Yeah,
sideline.
he started off bad.
I think
but
it was like pickle juice, but we got
Dude,
baby
that is a
formula
myth, bro. Pickle juice is a myth.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
During it got debunked. Like that's been debunked so
It
many
has
times.
electrolytes. That's just the
It doesn't work.
I
Like
love
unless you're
pickle
like
juice.
actively sitting and resting for 20
you
minutes.
saw what I did to the pickle, right?
What? We're keeping that
Okay.
in. We're
The
keeping that
Heat
in.
are
Okay.
the 5th seed. They're 18-12. They suck in the regular season, so we're just gonna have to wait a few more weeks and see what they do.
Yeah, I think Jaime Jaquez.
Yeah, dude, he's
Dude,
crazy. I
He does
forgot
not
about
get
that.
talked enough, dude.
He's a top 3 rookie.
Yeah,
for sure.
that's fair.
Like no doubt. Brandon Miller is the only argument. He's
Chet,
not better.
Wemby. Because
Brandon Miller's not better.
What's going on with Scoot? I haven't heard a single thing.
Scoot's
about
in the
Scoot
G
all year.
League. He's terrible, dude. He averaged like 2 points.
He was averaging like 6. He's really
Not
bad.
even. I think he was averaging between like
Last
2
time
and
I
4.
checked, it was like 6 or 8, and he was bad.
He was
dude.
Talk
never
about the
averaging
Pistons. That's what we should be.
We're
doing.
getting there. The Knicks are 17-12. Screw the Knicks. No one cares. Cavs are 17-13 above the 14-14 Pacers.
I'm
The
gonna-
hot streak kind of ended.
I'm gonna say it. What's his face? Donovan Mitchell is wasting his career there. They
see.
What's
looked
a stretch?
We'll see.
I don't
It's,
know.
they're the
they
7th
looked
seed.
like they could have competed. He wanted to win a ring, and you go to a team like the Cavs. Like
Yeah.
I think them getting rid of Sexton that made me mad.
Yeah. Okay.
The Pacers just don't look like the hot streak's over.
The Pacers,
They
yeah.
had a little run. Like I said, I think they'll be like the Utah Jazz last year, have a hot streak
That's
and
fair.
die off, which ended up
Yeah.
being perfectly true. I'll have to find that.
Pistons look like they're about to win a game.
No way.
What?
What's the score?
9-1.
Against who?
They're playing the Nets.
Oh my God.
Oh, it's
I
down
hope
to
they
4
don't
now,
win,
I'm
dude.
I saw a
Speaking
lot
of the
people saying
Nets,
that the Nets could
actually,
drop that game.
they are the 9 seed, 14-15. They're mid. Bulls are mid, 13-18. The
Bulls are bad.
Hawks are the 11th seed at 12-17. I don't know how they're so bad.
Dude, I feel so
Every
bad
year,
for Trey,
year
dude.
after
Not that
year.
good. They traded away John Collins for no reason too. Which is
I know.
He it's
John
because
Collins,
it's
he
because he
wanted out.
really
For, like,
hated
he's
it
wanted
there.
out since like their run.
I remember people talking about John Collins out since 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally.
I just don't know how they're so like they are.
Trey needs
they have
out.
good players.
Trey
yeah,
needs
Trey
out.
needs out.
Yeah,
Dude.
he does. Honestly,
Right, come to Phoenix.
I saw the
Trey.
stat. It's like nobody in NBA history has had more 30-10 assist games.
Yeah, then Trey's
Which is insane.
absurd.
Criminally underrated.
Trey's one of the most underrated players like in the league by far.
It's because his team's so terribly
Yeah.
bad.
And the
Raptors suck. They're 11-18 at the 12 seed.
I don't know why we
Hornets-
don't rebuild, dude. The Raptors need to rebuild so bad, and they just don't
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, Captain Canada
Yeah.
over here always talking about the Raptors.
The 13 seed goes to the Hornets at 7-20. Not much to say.
Yeah.
Melo needs out.
27 days.
We could get Melo.
27
Trade for
days.
Melo.
Dude, we don't have the cap to get Melo.
If we traded Beal's cap, we would.
What?
People-
What's-
a lot of
That
people
would
are
require
talking-
us to trade for.
A lot of
trade
people are
Beal
talking
for Lamelo.
about Beal to the Hornets, anyways. So I mean,
Yeah.
I
We'll
hope
see.
so.
Miles
Bradley
Bridges-
Beal's-
I don't
dude,
think it would ever happen.
He was
No.
literally warming up, and he's knocking
I
down
know.
like runaway threes consistent.
He's
in the
annoying,
warm-ups.
bro.
He's like, he looks good, and then he doesn't play. Like, you can't argue and complain about your back and ankle, and then you look fine out there.
yeah. The Wizards, what?
I was going to see if I could see the time on that.
The Wizards really suck. They're 5-23. There's nothing to say about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
Bad.
Pistons are on a
Pistons are on
27,
pace to be the
20
worst
27?
team in the NBA.
26 right
26
now.
or something, like
They started
26 game
2-1
winning
and
streak.
lost
Dude,
every
they are.
game since.
Cade Cunningham was saying, like, we aren't as bad as we look. Like,
And I
bro,
agree with him. That team
They
doesn't
shouldn't
look
be.
that bad. There's no
Oh,
reason
wow.
they should be that bad.
The West
It's
is going to be fun to
disgusting,
talk
dude.
about.
Yeah.
I just looked at it. Yeah, they're really bad. There's
They're
really
bad?
nothing to say.
But, like, the bones on that team is not that bad. and I
No,
don't
they-
know
No,
what's
they're
that.
not either.
Dude,
Like,
Monty ruined Phoenix.
It's Monty.
yeah.
Monty
I
is
think
the
it is
answer.
Monty.
He is a
And
terrible
that's- I
coach.
feel like that's what Cade was trying to say. to be
Monty
honest.
ruined DA,
Yeah.
dude. Monty ruined DA, and now that's part of the
sad.
reason he hates Phoenix and left.
He's going to
Yeah.
ruin Jalen Duren next, and Jalen
Yeah,
Duren's
he
really
is.
good.
Yeah.
So those
But-
are like him and Cade Cunningham are like the only players on that whole team that are worth keeping.
Yeah.
They should kill
They're a
them.
G League team in the NBA.
Kill the rest of their team.
They need to trigger the disaster draft ASAP.
The West is being led by the Timberwolves
Mhm.
at
Dude,
22-6.
They're
I didn't
a
realize that.
train right now, dude.
Crazy.
Anthony Edwards has looked so.
I was looking at the
insane.
My Anthony
Why have
Edwards
the
take.
Why have the Nuggets played 4 more games?
I know. That's what I
I
was
know. I was
thinking.
thinking of that.
My Anthony Edwards take is crazy now because
Yeah.
people were really hating on that. Saying,
Really? I didn't really see much. I thought it was okay.
You said
Wait.
he was pretty high because I put him at like 12 or 13.
I mean, I think you put him over like KD or something like that. It was like pretty.
No,
surprising.
KD was like 7 or 6. But either way, the whole team is playing great.
Yeah.
Second seed has the same amount of wins with 4 more losses. The Nuggets are 22-10.
They'll be good again. They're
Yeah,
a
they're
playoff
fine.
team.
Yeah.
There's nothing to worry about for the Nuggets. Like they're just it's the same thing as last year. No one talks about them,
They're the
but they're
same
just
team,
going to
pretty
cook
much.
everyone.
Yeah.
They are.
They
lost
who did
to
who did they
somewhat-
lose? They dropped
Bruce
someone.
Brown
Bruce
and
Brown. That's actually that
Someone-
doesn't
like,
get talked
who
about
cares?
enough. Bruce Brown, as annoying
Bruce
as he
Brown's
is,
son.
that was stupid of him.
yeah,
He's the reason he left.
I
So,
know.
Yeah.
He's stupid. The third seed is the Thunder
I
at
think they're gonna
18 and
stay at
9.
that-
I
about
think
that
they're going to
spot.
They're gonna
stay
stay
between
consistent.
3 and
When you have
6.
a guard center combo that good,
Yeah.
They're gonna be
It's
good.
gross.
We've been
They're
on
gonna
this
be-
train forever. All three of us.
Yeah,
have
we've been
well,
on
I think the whole
OKC.
league knew that OKC was going to be good.
No one talked about them
eventually.
like us though.
Yeah,
honestly.
we've
talked
been
about them a
saying that
lot.
for a minute.
We were talking about Harden to OKC at one point. I think. Thank God that didn't happen.
Yeah, but I don't know actually.
No.
It could have
No
been like
way.
a.
He would have taken the spotlight from Shea and ruined the team.
Yeah, it's like,
like,
if you wanted to take a mentorship
bad.
role.
Yeah.
maybe, but I don't
He would
think
never do
would
that
ever
with the kind of person he is.
But
He is never
I
gonna do
didn't
Hey, he
realize
can do
this
this,
actually, but the Kings are at the 4 seed
Yeah,
at
they're
17 and
solid.
11.
that.
They're,
That's
no
what I'm
one's
saying.
talking about
They
them
don't
at
get
all.
talked enough.
They don't.
Like, it's crazy to me.
But they're not bad.
I don't think they're gonna
At
do
all,
anything
obviously.
crazy though.
No, me neither. I think they'll be second, third round maybe.
Yeah, I don't
The-
think third.
Mavericks being led by Luka, who is playing out of his mind, are 18 and 12, 5th seed.
The
Luka's the whole team,
Luka
so
is the
nothing
team,
too
dude.
big expected for them
Yeah.
unless they trade
The
for a
rest of the
center.
team is just like they're good, but they're not great.
We should have drafted Luka.
Yeah.
Dude, if we drafted Luka, the Suns would have like 2 chips by now.
We might, yeah. As long as we,
We would.
as long as we
dude.
traded for an actual decent big man, we
Yeah.
would have been fine.
I think we were better off doing that.
Yeah,
Because it was really
would've had
after that.
Mikal
It was
too,
like
probably.
we wouldn't have got Ricky
I don't
Rubio,
know.
and then we would have went for
I mean, so much better.
Ricky Rubio,
Not gonna lie.
Suns legend.
Over.
reason we got Chris Paul, I guess. But
Yay.
Chris
We
Paul
got,
was
we got Chris
good
Paul instead of
from there.
Luka.
Yeah. We still went to
Um,
a champ. We still went to it.
Yeah, we did.
We should have
We
won.
almost won.
The
We were up
6th
2-0.
seed belongs to the 17 and 12 Clippers. They're solid.
They look
They-
really
they've
good. I've
won,
been seeing
like,
a lot.
6 straight.
Russ has been looking really good this year. He's playing
He's
like
just
how
smart,
he needs
dude.
to be.
Yeah, he knows what he needs to do. He's the only player in the league who knows what he needs to
I
do.
think that whole team is just really solid.
They're a
Yeah.
solid team, but I still
Especially like
they're not a threat.
besides just like their big four. They're
Yeah.
They're
Their
pretty
whole
good.
team
I mean,
is
like
decent.
Zubac is a
Yeah,
pretty good center.
he's really
been
good.
pretty
He
good.
looks like okay.
He's been great this season.
The bench is there.
The bench is deep enough to.
I
do
just don't
something.
think they're competing
They
with
still
like
have
the
Norman
other
Powell,
teams
right?
in the
I
West.
have a weird feeling that they won't compete this playoffs, but there's no reason to say they won't, so I'm not gonna say that.
Look at their like track record. You got
Yeah.
playoff peak and a
And then
Yeah, that's true.
before we get into the
ISO.
play-in teams, the play-in should not exist anymore, dude. It's actually ruining the whole point of the regular season. I
Yeah.
hate the play-in.
It's a little
Playing's
bit
so
fun
dumb.
for more games, but
Yeah,
It's
but like
fun.
you're telling me like in the East, there's a reason why
No,
the
yeah.
13 and 18 Bulls should still be like
Yeah,
playoff
it's-
they're
it's like-
eligible.
always in the play-in too. And they
But
always
it
win.
can be crazy because of what happened with like the Heat.
No, yeah, that's true. That's like
I
one.
guess.
Thing.
Yes.
That's the only reason. I
But they
like
were
it.
still like 8 seed, weren't they?
Yeah,
They're like
they were 8 seed.
Well,
But,
that
like-
would, they would have just made the playoffs anyway.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I guess. But
I
But
just don't like the play-in.
7th
it's
seed.
okay.
Pelicans are sitting at 17 and 13. I
They're-
was
they're-
also correct about
Zion's been
Zion.
looking good.
I'm
I think
so
they're-
happy I stayed on that
Why are you so
train.
beautiful?
So screw all
They're
you.
they're a bit of a train wreck, honestly. With like,
hang up.
He was not about to hang up.
I almost hung up. We should play that clip.
You should definitely put in there.
But they're good. I'm glad I stayed high on Zion for
they're
like
they're a
3
good
years.
team, but like internally they have so much going on that's like
Yeah.
not good for the team.
I feel like Zion secretly still wants out to.
He
go
does. His
somewhere
parents have been saying for like ever that he
better.
hates
Zion
New
to the
Orleans.
Mavs.
No,
No,
Power
not gonna
forward
happen.
combo with Luca. That'd be crazy.
you are
Kings.
a New York Knick.
Thunder
Thunder, that could happen.
trades. Oh my god,
That'd be
dude.
gross.
That
That's
would
a
be
super team.
disgusting.
That-
you put
that would
Chet
win
or him at
shit.
center. You put Chet at center.
Chet for
Chet at center.
Dude,
Chet
Jesus
for sure.
Christ, Zion.
Zion,
that's
power
actually
forward.
a good trade. Now we should
a
somewhat
package
talk
for
about that because
We
now
could
They
talk
could
about
do it
curious.
100%.
They could easily do
They
that.
have
They could
that-
just throw 6 first-round picks.
I was gonna
They
say
need to-
5 first-round picks. They're taking that.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
They-
If
they-
they're
I don't
good
even
picks,
think they
dude,
need
bro.
5.
Yes.
New Orleans doesn't even like care about
Yeah, like
Zion
3 or
that
4
much. They don't
maybe.
even value him that high.
yeah,
yeah,
like-
honestly,
dude, OKC should
he
go
brings
for that.
bad publicity and he doesn't do anything wrong besides
Yeah.
be a little bit big.
Yeah,
By big,
He-
I mean super
he
obese.
dates. he
Sorry.
dates sex
I'm sorry.
workers. So that's
Yeah,
grosser.
there's another thing. He has an issue with that.
I mean,
What's up with NBA players, bro? They need to be stopped.
yeah, I honestly
They don't know how to control themselves, bro. Ant.
8th.
Send a video.
I'm not gonna get into that. 8th seed, 15 and 12 Rockets. Weird as hell,
They-
but
Dude, I'm
I think I said they were
Udoka
going
as
to
a
be
coach.
okay. Did I say they were going to be okay this
I don't
year?
remember. I think we were just like,
Dude,
no, we were hating on them.
Dylan Brooks,
that was
dude, is
like
fun to
in the-
watch.
Yeah.
In the up the score video, you guys put him really low,
Right.
and I agreed, but it was off of duos.
Yeah.
It wasn't the whole
Yeah.
team. That whole team is really solid, and I knew Sigmund was going to be good.
Yeah.
Sagan's
And then
so good.
the rest of the team is like,
Dude, Dylan Brooks is
Dylan Brooks-
percentage.
He's
Dylan
pretty
Brooks
good.
is one thing everybody hated on Dylan Brooks, and it's because he thinks he's that good at defense, and he's not that
No.
good
Yeah.
at defense. But on
I
offense,
still think-
he's good.
Yeah, I still think he's a little bit annoying, but he's great.
I think
to
he's
watch
funny.
Still. He's funny.
Isn't he an elite free throw shooter or something
He's-
like
yeah.
that?
His
Kind of
3-point
is,
percentage
honestly.
is like top 10 in the league.
Yeah, he is a really good 3-point
I'm-
shooter.
I might have made that up, but I
So-
remember he had like a 97% free throw shooting or something
Damn.
like that. at
It was
one
like a
point.
while ago, yeah.
The Lakers are the 9th seed at 16 and 15. Here, I'm gonna get into this,
This is
really
why
quick
they need
because
to get rid of the play.
I was watching ESPN this morning. Dude, they have good topics. I'm pissed. Like, they just think of shit. But, okay, stealing ESPN's topic. The 9 and 10 seed are the 16 and 15 Lakers and the 15 and 15 Warriors. Who should be more worried right now? The Lakers or the Warriors?
Warriors.
I feel like it's clear. I feel like the Warriors
The
should be.
Warriors.
Look
I
at what's
don't know.
going on, dude.
I
Look,
think it's the Lakers because if they play bad this year, LeBron's gone.
LeBron is gone, but
That
like
is true, actually. You gotta
they
take
they
that
still
into
have the
consideration.
capital to build. Like the Warriors are strapped with contracts, dude. Look, you put
Kinda,
you,
yeah. They
you-
just gave they just gave Draymond a $100 million
yeah,
contract.
exactly. You paid
forgot.
out Draymond and
That's why he's getting a lot of hate. Okay,
Why
now
did I
that's
make
what's
that up about Dylan Brooks being a good free throw shooter? Like, I don't know. I saw something about somebody being a really
That's a
good free
TikTok
throw shooter.
clip.
And I just had to look that up, and it was like, he's not a good, he's like LeBron level free throw shooter, which isn't good. Keep in mind.
No.
LeBron's like a career 80% free throw
Yeah,
shooter.
he's not good.
my God.
I think the Lakers can pick it up. I don't think the Warriors can at all. So I think the Warriors should be more worried for the season, but overall, maybe the Lakers for what you said. LeBron leaving. The Suns are the 11th seed
Dude,
at 14.
it's so
and
embarrassing,
15.
dude. We need defense. We
No
need a real
comment, bro.
point
We're just
guard.
bad. We're done.
And we
I think
need
it's
Frank.
just over at
Frank
this point.
Vogel doesn't know how to coach a defense.
I really didn't want us
Yeah.
to get Frank Vogel, to be honest.
No,
I
bro.
thought it would work. Honestly,
I
thought
tried to
it'd
be
fine.
positive about it.
Yeah, I wanted to be positive. I forgot who I wanted us to really get though.
I
We
wanted
had a
Nick
few
Nurse,
options.
dude.
We
I wanted
we
Nick
said
Nurse.
Nick Nurse a lot.
Yeah, Nick Nurse is who. Where did Nick Nurse even go?
That's the Sixers. And look how good they're doing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like Nick
Yeah.
Nurse is
Yeah.
such a good coach, dude. I wanted Nick Nurse so bad for
should've
the
Oh, I
Suns.
blanked on where Nick Nurse went.
And Milwaukee's coach, what was his name? Like Budenholzer?
Budenholzer.
Yeah.
He's from Arizona too. so
He
it
should have
makes sense.
come, dude. Either one of them would have been so much better than Frank.
Vogel's just big name, so we
Yeah.
went for him.
He hasn't.
But he wasn't good. He got fired
Yeah,
for a
he hasn't
reason.
done
Those teams were
anything.
not good because of him.
Yeah, so we might be screwed.
It's
I
embarrassing.
still want to say we're secretly.
I think we can sneak into the play.
I think we can.
But we're
if
gonna
we
be a
no, I
pick
don't
it
wanna
up,
say
there's
playoffs,
a
so-
ton of games left. We could still be.
I think we're secretly
sixth
load
seed,
managing.
but-
Dude,
Is
if-
what I meant to say.
If we can
A little bit.
pick up like a
Why would you
decent
load
point
manage to the
guard-
point that you have a sub
Yeah, no,
500?
I know.
record?
Yeah.
If we get like
So
a
that makes
decent
sense.
point guard, dude, we could be decent.
My
and a new
my
coach.
decision lies on the fact if we get cooked by the Rockets
Mm.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
If we get cooked by the Rockets tomorrow, I'm calling it, bro. It's over.
Yeah.
It's
We're gonna
embarrassing.
skip over the mid 12 and 18 Jazz. They're the 12th
They're
seed.
just not.
The Grizzlies are 9 and 19 at the 13th seed.
They're
but
not making the
3
playoffs,
and 0 with Ja. I mean,
Their chance at playoffs is like
Kill
less
me,
than
but
let's
I
get
think-
into
I
it.
think
I
they
think they're
can
gonna
at
make the
least
playoffs.
make play-in.
Play, yeah.
High end play in too.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
Ja
saying,
is
like,
gonna look
consistent
pretty
seed.
good.
Like they could
Keep in mind that's the same
potentially-
team that won. Like, did they win 60 games last year?
Yeah, 62 or no, not 62. I'm stupid.
Yeah, but
They
that
were
team was
close.
winning without
It
Ja.
might have been
last
50,
year.
I think it was, I was gonna say 50. or
That
59.
team last year was winning without Ja. The role they have
Yeah,
Marcus
that's true.
Smart in right now is so weird.
Yeah, that's true. I don't
Like,
know.
He doesn't.
They had
fit
D
into
Rose
it.
running a decent role too. It was interesting. But the Trailblazers are 14th at 7 and 21. Spurs are 15th at 4 and 24. What?
No, just
No.
keep going. Keep going.
What did you
Nothing.
do?
Nothing yet. I'm just.
I'm scared.
Okay.
Just no.
What
Just
did
keep
you do?
going.
So, getting into our NBA way too early award predictions. Starting off with our MVPs. What are you doing?
Nothing.
I'm concerned. What is
Yeah,
he doing?
I don't know.
You know something.
Nothing.
All right.
Okay, you go first, Zeke.
Can you
MVP.
repeat the question? Oh, okay.
MVP.
He's up to something.
Nothing. Okay, so we're doing NBA MVP.
Yeah.
Okay, so my MVP is Embiid. I think I'll go back to back. He's been on a
Okay.
tear this month.
Okay.
Crazy.
My MVPs, I have 2 for each.
Okay.
I have Luka or Jokic.
Okay.
I think Jokic is just.
Jokic was my second.
I think it's just not
We're doing
fair
2.
to overlook Jokic after you had to put the spotlight on Embiid last year. And like Jokic is still better,
All right.
but Luka is
Mhm.
the best player in the league right now. So
Yeah.
My MVP is Luka. You know, he cooked the Suns for 10,000 points last night. Like,
Yeah.
he had 10K last night.
yeah. But you know
It's
what?
kind of crazy. He's already at 10K points.
It is. It's absurd.
I
Dude.
mean,
Europeans are taking over the league.
He's on. It's been 6 years. He's on track to get 30K in like 18.
If he
seasons.
keeps doing what he's doing, like he is.
I think
their
he'll be
team.
on the top
I thought
10.
this was his fifth
Top
season.
10, top 7
think it's
scorers
his fifth
list.
season.
I don't think so.
He drafted
2016
2019.
or
Same year as
no,
Aiden.
not
2019.
2016.
When did we draft Aiden?
18.
18.
Yeah, so he's
Yeah.
played for 6 seasons. I
Yeah,
was
this
looking
is
at it
his
earlier
sixth
too.
season.
It's
Okay.
gross.
But he's
dude.
in his early in his 6th season, so
Mhm.
it's hard to say. I don't think he'll be like the leading scorer ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be top 7.
And I think
all-time.
voter fatigue is gonna play into it.
Yeah,
I think voter fatigue only kicks in after 2 MVPs. That's why I still
Yeah.
have Embiid, and Embiid's been
I
the
just-
best.
I feel like he's
center
also
in
not
basketball.
gonna get as many votes last year because he's like hated. Everyone kind of hates him.
I do.
I don't know. I think a part of the hate came from James Harden being on the team, so then team
Yeah.
success got attributed
That's
to
true.
James
Just
Harden.
him as a
He gets
person,
better.
though. That
And now
also
the
factors
team is
into
still
it.
pretty good without James Harden, and he's playing better.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I still got him.
You want to start defensive player of the year NBA?
All right, I got Gobert. I
Okay.
think what he's contributing to this Wolves team is insane.
Yeah,
Like he's already won a few.
he's the main defense. So
Dude,
could
he's
have
good
4 after
perimeter.
this, right?
Or, like
Yeah, this would
everyone,
be his fourth.
everyone like shits on him for perimeter, and he's still a good perimeter defender.
Yeah.
against like people
As a
he
big-
should be defending from
Yeah,
perimeter.
like,
If he's
as a
guarding a
big,
point
what he
guard,
can
obviously
do.
he's gonna get cooked.
Even
But-
then, he still makes him.
He still does
This
something.
guy's like 7'1", Like,
Yeah,
what is he supposed to
exactly.
do on the
He's
perimeter?
huge.
He's
so
slow. He's like,
yeah.
Yeah, but
Big
even then,
wing
he's
Which
still
is fair,
taking
though.
bad shots.
yeah, like what is he supposed to do on the perimeter against Curry? That was specifically
Yeah,
where it came
exactly.
from, him playing Curry.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that in the first place though. So
Yeah, it was just mismatch, and
Yeah.
mismatched players get messed up. That's just how it works.
yeah, I also have Rudy Gobert as my number 1, but I also have AD on my list.
Okay.
And then I put a dark horse, Chet.
For him.
Honestly, could be defensive player of the year. Like I don't see why not.
I also had Gobert. That was my first pick. I was thinking Nick Claxton's been doing really well this year.
He's up there for me. But I think Chet's above him.
Yeah, I feel like even guys like Jared Allen are still up there too, for sure.
Yeah, just not as high.
Yeah, I don't know about AD. It's just
I would say so. He's pretty underrated
he's
this
been
season.
underrated, but he hasn't.
Dude,
been
who's that
great.
guy? On,
But I do like Chet as a pick. That'd be pretty cool to see.
Yeah,
Who's the guy on the?
he'll be up there.
What's his name? I'm trying to think of what his name
Bro,
is. Dude.
completely blanked.
I did blank, but he's he's on the Pelicans. What's his name? And he's like such a good defender.
Jose Alvarado.
No.
No.
He's like
That's what you were
skinny. We
I
played
don't know.
him, and he was low key
Brennan
cooking
Ingram?
on. No, not be.
I was like, bro, where are you
He's
going?
like,
I don't know.
What's his name, dude? He's such a good defender. I don't like him at all. But
I'm completely.
I'm gonna look
What
it
are you
up,
talking
dude.
about?
But he's gonna win.
This guy
He's
made
gonna
up
win
a
a
player.
defensive player of the year.
This
winner.
guy watched
so-
my player.
Who
What's
is
his
your
name, dude?
coach of the year?
My coach of the year, I have Chris Finch from the Timberwolves. I think that team's been excellent,
Okay.
and that's really it. I can't really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought of the Celtics coach. I don't know why I'm blanking on his name.
Heck no.
They're the best,
that guy. I hate
best
Boston.
in the East, bro. Come
My
on.
2 are. It's kind of tied, but I might have Chris Finch slightly above just because they're number 1 and looking crazy right now. But I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Mark Daigneault, the OKC coach. I think they've taken a big step forward, and he has really good decision making and subs, and he's helped put together this team, and now they're doing something. So
Yeah.
hear his name in there.
All right. Yeah, I also had Finch. He's been a great coach for them. And I also had a dark coach. If they can pick it up again, I said Rick Carlisle for the Pacers.
That'd be
Okay,
interesting.
if they can pick it up, yeah.
If they can pick it up, I think he deserves it.
I also my dark horse is Monty Williams. And then you want to get into your 6th man of the year? Not you.
Okay.
My 6th man of the year, I've liked him for a while. Cole Anthony, what he's doing, man, he's so good for that team, and they're a good team this year.
Have we matched every single pick? Nearly?
Most of them.
I think a lot of them are self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My 6th man of the year, in order, I have 3 for this one because it was hard to pick. I have Austin Reeves as my number 1, Cole Anthony as my number 2, and Malik Monk.
Okay,
on
I had
my list.
Malik Monk.
Malik Monk is
Yeah.
crazy, dude.
I had Malik Monk and then Cole Anthony as my
Okay,
second.
that's fair.
That's
I didn't
That
put Reeves into
poster put him. Wow.
Dude, hopefully the mic didn't pick it up. I
Reeves
don't
is-
think it did. I kind of like.
He picks up a lot.
He's overhyped, bro. The
He
hype
is.
he's
A little
at is
bit, but
crazy.
he's a good 6 man for sure.
How does he have his own shoe?
Yeah,
well,
that's
it's,
a little
it's a
different.
Chinese shoe.
Yeah.
Regardless. That's crazy.
And then who is your most improved player?
My most improved is Tyrese Halliburton.
Okay.
I have Sagan as my second pick.
I was gonna.
Mine is Sengun first, and then Halliburton. I think Sengun has improved more than Halliburton has because Halliburton
Yeah,
had
Halliburton was
he
so
had
good
like the
last
same
year.
stats last year. Halliburton did.
Yeah.
Same with-
They were like he had like 1 less or more assist and like a couple less points last year. He's improved by like he's been improved by like
MIP depends on whether or not the Pacers are really good this year.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's the
he's
same thing
obviously a
with
better
Rick Carlisle.
facilitator and just player as you can watch. But stats wise, he's improved like maybe 3-1-1.
Yeah, I-
Sangoon's going crazy.
Sagan.
Like you just
Sagan's
don't
been
expect
good
someone
since
like
his
that to
rookie
do
year,
that.
but he's getting
Not like
better and
this
better
though.
every single
Yeah,
year.
Dude,
So-
your Euros are dominating, dude.
yeah.
They're taking over the league. It's
I know
crazy.
you. I know you have Halliburton. Huh?
Yeah, I have Halliburton, but
Sagan's really young.
Sagan's
too,
my
in the
second.
draft class.
Yeah.
Sagan's second, but I got to give it to Halliburton because of
Okay.
like win contributions.
I think Sagan
That's
will
fair.
win, but I think Tyrese Halliburton probably deserves
That's fair.
it a little bit more.
Yeah.
And
Kinda whispered
then
that a little bit, but whatever.
yeah, getting into NFL team.
Oh, are we doing rookie of the year?
Oh, we skipped right there. It was Chet.
Shoot, we did.
Or
Yeah,
one,
mine's
I think.
Chet, Wemby, or Triple J.
I got Chet. Everyone's like, oh, Wemby, but like
Wemby is leading in a lot,
Wemby's leading,
but,
but
he's in a dumpster fire of a team.
yeah, I was
that
gonna say
doesn't
he can
pass
stat
to him.
pad.
Yeah, I've seen those videos.
It's gross, dude.
They don't
How
pass
you
to
not
They
gonna
don't
pass
like
to
They
him,
him?
must
dude.
not like him.
They don't.
That's
He's
what
the
I'm
only thing I can
thinking,
think
bro.
of, which
Like
is crazy.
Yeah.
That maybe he was too flashy coming in as a rookie.
Yeah,
so
but
the
you can
garbage team
use
around
him to get
Maybe it's a
yourself
locker room
higher.
thing,
So
dude. Like it's probably a locker.
There's no
room.
way
I
he
think
has locker
Popovich
room
should have
issues.
Retired. When, like,
I have a
when
feeling it's the
Tim Duncan
guards.
retired, he should have retired. But
Yeah.
But
That's fair.
what
Chet's-
Chet's doing
Chet's
on that
crazy,
OKC
dude.
team, dude, at such a young age.
It's his rookie year. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
scared me.
what?
Your phone making that noise. I thought it was a mic exploding, and I was. So yeah, we all had Chet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Getting into NFL finally. The AFC, starting with the Dolphins, 11-4. Are they the best team in their own division?
No.
No. No. I say maybe, but probably not. The
Yeah, I
Bills.
say maybe,
the Bills
too.
are a week to
But they
week
also
team.
cooked them in like week 4,
Yeah.
so like I don't
The
know.
Bills are the number 2 in that division, by the way, 9-6. So I don't think the Bills. I don't think there's any chance that the Bills take the number 1 spot because the most they can do is tie, and I don't think either team.
No, are you talking about winning the division?
Yeah, I think they
Miami
can if they
won.
tie.
Yeah, Miami.
Oh, did they?
Miami
Oh,
won.
my bad.
Big clutch.
Jets are 6-9. They're out. Patriots sucked this year, 4-11. They're going to draft Drake May.
Dude, it's kind of weird that they're like
I don't know.
they're so bad, but at the same time
They're not that bad.
Yeah.
It's kinda,
No,
it's kind of weird.
Bailey. It's Mac Jones. It was Mac Jones.
I
Last
think
season,
their
honestly.
record doesn't reflect
lot of
the
it was.
teams
the
they
whole
are.
offense is bad.
It- no,
They
it
have
was-
receivers.
it was Mac
They're having
Jones
injury issues with their
not
running
using
backs.
Zeke because Zeke is.
Well, they have
Zeke still
Ramondre
has juice in
Stevenson,
him.
so they were
I know,
splitting
but
reps.
Zeke was still needing reps.
Well, that's not up to
he
Mac
should have been the
Jones
starter.
For reps. That's,
No, I know. I'm talking about
Yeah.
Belichick's fault for that.
That's why
overrated. My draft video is actually looking really accurate right now.
Yeah.
Like, very accurate. Because a lot of people are saying the Bears are probably going to take Marvin Harrison before the Cardinals can.
I know.
I really think they
I
are.
think the Cardinals will end up taking if they don't get Marvin.
They'll take the
Harrison,
LSU receiver or some
Well,
or
not with that pick.
or
I
Neighbors
think,
or
I think
someone.
they'll.
I don't see why you wouldn't. You're going to miss out on him if you
Well,
don't.
I think
Yeah.
they take O line and then they just trade up.
Do you think?
I wouldn't. I would just take O-line with the later
Well, keep
pick.
in mind this receiver class is deep.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's
Yeah, but like the
Roma
top
Bruno.
4 receivers are all going to be huge names in a couple years.
Yeah.
And like O-line you
But
can
keep
get
in
in
mind, like,
second round. And
guys
then
like
fire.
Keon Coleman aren't going to go until second round. And
Yeah,
then
Neighbors though.
Neighbors.
You
isn't
get
gonna
him.
Go, Neighbors isn't going to go top 10 probably.
Yeah, I mean we'll have to see how it goes. I feel like
And
they just
then-
are going to want to make sure they
I
get
think
a receiver.
Romazuna's going to end up going
It's the most important thing.
mid to late.
Yeah.
So even the Cardinals could get Romazuna with that.
We should wait until we get into the team to talk about them. I
Yeah.
just thought about
Yeah,
that.
yeah, that's probably good.
The AFC West, the Chiefs are a fraudulent top seed at 9-6.
I
The
think a part of
Raiders
it
are
is
coming
that,
back.
Taylor Swift stole.
The Raiders are
Travis
7-8. We're not listening to
Kelce's-
Zeke
No,
right now.
He stole his talent.
Oh
Dude,
yeah,
it's-
dude. I know.
It's
Like
gross.
I had people like my family trying to be funny, and they were like, "He's been playing like better since she got there." And I was like, "He hasn't had a touchdown in like weeks.
Dude, it pissed me off.
playing
dude.
horrible.
He's terrible this year, dude."
I picked the wrong year to trade for him, bro.
I picked the wrong year to trade McCaffrey, dude. Screw you and your Kelsey trade. Raiders are 7-8. I
Scam
think.
artist,
I think
let's
the,
go.
don't even start. The Raiders, I think, are gonna be a playoff like something. They're gonna make some noise. Probably not too much, but I think they'll do something. They have a good team. The defense was gross last game, dude. The defense looked
bad.
good. Stop. Damn it, dude. The Broncos are fraudulent once again, in my opinion. They're 7-8.
Yeah,
I don't know if you guys have anything to say
I
about
feel
that.
like they've been playing good when the teams they're playing have been
And the
playing
Broncos are
bad.
probably
It's
done.
weird.
Getting shut out by the Lions ended their season, in my opinion.
I think the Lions are fraudulent.
Yeah, they are.
What?
Not shut out. but
Yeah, I was like,
not shut.
I
Not
was
like
like, what
just
game
shut
did I
down.
watch?
Shut down. Not
Yeah,
shut
yeah,
out.
okay.
Chargers suck. 5-10. That's all I gotta say.
I think what really ruined their season is getting beat by the Patriots. So I mean, like,
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah, that too. Yeah, the Chargers need a coach, really. The
Belichick.
AFC North is exciting. You have the number 1 team in the league as of today at an 800% win percentage, 12-3. Gross. The Ravens.
Dude,
They're really good.
Scary.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
It's really
Really
good,
good.
dude. 3 losses in one season. It's crazy. They'll probably win out. The Browns are 10-5.
The Browns
in
are
the same
such a
division.
sleeper, dude.
I'm really
No one-
excited to see
no
the
one
Browns
talks
in the
about it.
playoffs, dude.
I really want to see them go 12-5. For sure.
I do
That'd be
too.
sick.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see them against the Ravens in the championship game.
I think they could pull off
I don't
an
know how
upset.
that lines up.
I think they could pull off
It-
an
Because
upset.
they're gonna
I'm
be
pretty sure it lines up currently. Because they're not. They're like the 6th or 7th seed,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're 5th.
or not 6th or 7th, 5th
They're
or
gonna be
6th.
5th because they're gonna be the best, not division winner.
They should be, yeah. Or no,
Which-
Bills. Bills could, technically. It's just it's between one
depends
game. Yeah, it just depends how it
What
goes.
seed are
But
the
the thing
Bills?
is, if
I
the-
thought the Bills were.
But
like
if the
a
Browns go down one, we'll probably end up seeing that, and it makes
Yeah.
sense for the script. Flacco versus the Ravens.
That'd be cool. Imagine
It's
seeing something
insane,
like that,
dude.
like,
I would love
absolute
that,
elite
bro.
Season by the
I would
entire
absolutely
team.
love to see that.
And
I
then
would
they
love to
still
see the
lose.
Ravens succeed too, but
I want to
seeing
see
Flacco
Joe
in the Super Bowl,
win a Super
Come on,
Bowl.
Dude,
bro.
that'd be awesome.
Joe Flacco winning a Super
Niners
Bowl with
versus
the
Browns in the
showing it
Super Bowl
mid-season.
would be crazy.
That'd be
We're
such
gonna
a
get into the
good Super
NFC.
Bowl.
I'm excited for that.
Dude, I don't know about how I feel about the NFC.
We're gonna have to get into that
Because
in a minute. The
The
Steelers.
Niners just got
Wait.
beat bad. Like,
Hold it, contain it for me. The Steelers are 8-7. They're not gonna do anything. Bengals are 8-7. They're not gonna do anything. Crappy teams. Steelers could if Mason Rudolph somehow keeps playing good.
I
but
think the Bengals have a better chance of making the playoffs than them.
I don't
Yeah.
think so. I think their quarterback had like 1 or 2 good
Steelers
games.
have
And now
like
he looks
no
bad.
offense.
The
Steelers.
whole Steelers team looks bad. There's something up with them.
I mean, the last game they
They
looked
won-
pretty damn
yeah,
good.
but it was because like George
If-
Pickens being.
Yeah,
I
had,
mean,
like, a
all
master
you
class.
need is a quarterback who can randomly have a good connection with someone.
I guess,
like,
but
I don't think they'll do anything, but I think they'll be better than the
Pickett,
Bengals.
come back. Kenny Pickett, save us.
The AFC South may be the worst division, other than
what division?
one of the NFC
AFC
ones.
South.
AFC South, just at this point in time, the Texans are good, but Jags are 8-7, Colts are 8-7, Texans are 8-7.
Yeah.
Texans don't have anyone.
CJ Stroud
Colts
is
don't
back.
really. Yeah,
There's
but
no
he doesn't
Tank
have
Dell.
one, I know. Jags
So
are
is Nico.
super fraudulent, and then the Titans are 5-10. I don't get that.
I don't get that either.
They have a decent team.
It's like the same deal with the Patriots, where it's like they feel better than they are.
Kinda. The Titans should be way better than they are, though. Like by far,
No,
we should be.
I put them in the same kind of boat. That's just me.
I don't
Not
know.
Patriots, but
I think the Patriots look better than they are.
How many wins do the
love it.
Titans have?
5.
That sounds right.
So-
Like, I don't-
NFC East. The Eagles are currently 11-4 after sneaking a win against the Giants yesterday.
Dude, that was embarrassing.
I know.
That was
They're
actually
they're
gross.
The Eagles
super
aren't
they're super grossly fraudulent. I
elite
said that all season.
at all.
And like obviously part of it was hate, but it was also super realistic.
Mm.
Everyone should have picked up on it before it
Yeah,
happened.
there's been like
no
telltale
one did.
signs all season.
Unless they
Yeah.
play bad teams and only win by a touchdown.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
like, how do you do that against the
The
Giants?
sign that really showed me was when they barely beat Washington.
Yeah,
3
that's
points.
what I was mainly bringing up
the
is
GOAT Sam
overtime.
Howell masterclass.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Cowboys are 10-5, sitting at the number 2 seed. Both teams have clinched already. The Giants are 5-10. Commanders are 4-11. Cowboys and Eagles are both going to be interesting to watch because it's just going to be day by day in the playoffs for them.
Dude,
they
the
both are
Cowboys
teams that can either show up or not show
I
up.
was gonna say the Cowboys have been so dominant rather than like the last 2 weeks. Like,
I know.
The last 2 weeks have like kind of shown.
It's
some
hard for me
cracks.
to like go against them yet because it's only been 2 weeks, and before
Which
that
is
we were
weird
seeing
enough 'cause,
insane.
Like, recently,
And they're playing
Micah
good teams,
Parsons
though.
has been like elite.
Yeah, he has been
Super
pretty good.
elite. Like he really
Mhm.
rose.
We
in
just the only thing we
the
need
scoring
is
ranks.
a running back and a run defense. That's
Yeah.
it. It's the only thing we're missing at this point.
Yeah.
The NFC West, the 49ers clinched and are leading at an 11-4 record.
Man, Brock Purdy sold my fantasy season. They
Yeah, we should get into
It
Brock
doesn't
Purdy
matter,
talk.
Even if you won. we know.
Purdy's trash. He's not the MVP.
fraudulent MVP.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
4
he's not
interceptions.
winning MVP
He
now.
is on Dobbs level.
I don't know
right
if it was just like the fact that he played horrible that the Niners lost that game.
Dude, you can't vouch
Yeah.
for it. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
"Oh, well, 2 of the interceptions weren't his
You
fault."
can't
Even-
say they weren't his fault, dude. I was watching that. He had two that didn't get caught as even interceptions. They should have been pick sixes.
Yeah.
Like I watched
put
a
on- he put on
defender
his
drop
guys.
one.
he
Bro.
was actively trying to lose that game.
Yeah, like I don't know what was happening right
And
there.
in like his biggest game of the season as of yet.
The only thing I can think of is he's trying to make sure McCaffrey wins MVP. He sold the game because he knows they're gonna make the playoffs.
He sold my fantasy
That's
season.
all.
too.
That's literally the only thing I can think of other than he's trash.
Yeah.
So rant over. Rams and Seahawks are tied at 8-7 in that division.
I think the Rams are the better team there. The
That's
Rams
so
have been
weird
playing
seeing
really
that.
good recently.
I think Seahawks. I don't know. Kyron's really good. Kyron's carrying.
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting to see. I think they could both make it, or I might be wrong.
Maybe.
Technically, but I don't know what the
Hopefully they
path to that is.
That'll be interesting to see. Cardinals are 3-12, so getting back into it, I guess. Hopefully, I mean, they don't win, I guess, so you can have Marvin Harrison.
Well, we're
but
playing the Eagles this week. I don't think we're gonna win this game,
I would
especially
hope
since we just lost.
Dude,
to
honestly,
the Bears.
Dude, the
At this
Eagles
point-
defense.
Okay.
at this point, we'll see what happens
I
this
don't know.
game. I wouldn't be surprised by anything.
We got pieced up by the Seahawks already, so I mean,
Yeah,
I
that's
hope
true.
we lose.
the Eagles
Yeah.
just won that game. So I don't know. I
If the
think
Bears
we're
get
losing
the
that game.
pick, I think they take Harrison.
Yeah.
But also, speaking of the Bears, though, like they won a lot of games this year. Like they're actually not that bad.
Oh yeah, they have 6. Jesus, we'll get into that. Okay, NFC North. Lions are 11-4. They're frauds.
Frauds. Dude,
it. Say it.
I'm just saying.
Frauds. Okay.
The Lions
If I-
when they have you seen the stat with Joe Flacco or not Joe Flacco?
Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. I'm sorry. I have Joe Flacco on my mind. I'm sorry. Jared Goff. So Jared Goff, like if he's playing in an indoor stadium, it's like or
You're looking at
It's
weird
easy.
statistics again, bro.
it's crazy. If he plays in an indoor stadium and it's like an away game or something, his stats are gross. Like he like averages
Really?
like 50 more yards and a whole more
The heck?
touchdown. Like it's
That's weird.
crazy.
That's weird. The Vikings and Packers are tied at 7-8, with the Bears 1 game behind at 6-9. Who gets second place in the division? I think Packers.
I think.
I think it goes Packers, Bears, Vikings.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That sounds right to me.
Unless the Bears intentionally lose, which would be smarter at this point.
Yeah,
you need to
shit,
get Justin
like,
Fields
why-
Harrison, bro. I need Justin Fields
Well,
to
they still have
prove
the
people
first pick,
wrong.
So I mean,
Do they? Oh, the
Yeah.
Panthers. Oh my god, I didn't think about that. I'm
keep in mind
stupid.
that the Panthers look like they might win another game too.
Oh,
They've been fighting
dude, I
for
don't know why
wins.
I completely blanked on that. So Buccaneers are 8-7, leading the division.
They're gonna
Predicted
win
it on the. I'm gonna have to go back and make clips from our old videos.
That was like episode like 2.
Dude, our disgustingly bad setups. It's gonna be so funny posting those old clips and the recent stuff. But Buccaneers are 8-7. Falcons and Saints are 7-8. Bucks are better, so it doesn't matter. Panthers are 2-13. Bears have their pick, and the Panthers do have the number 1 pick right now. So,
Unfortunately.
as the Bears, what do you?
Who
I
do the
mean, as
Panthers
the
play?
Bears, why aren't you taking Marvin Harrison Jr.? I'm looking. Answer the question. They play the Jags. They should definitely lose that.
You never know.
They play the Jags and the Bucks, so I think they're losing.
T-Law
out.
disaster class last week.
Keep in mind that the Bears are playing the Falcons this week. I think that's another win for the Bears. The Falcons.
Well,
are
it doesn't
bad.
matter if the Bears win now.
I know, but I just wanted to.
Oh
say
yeah,
that. Speaking
yeah. The
of
Bears could win out and win the division if they feel like it.
Yeah.
So yeah, back to what I was saying. Why don't you take Marvin Harrison as the Bears this year? Justin Fields has shown signs of promise
I
when
think-
his receivers don't drop the ball, bro. It's embarrassing
There's
at
been
times.
so many more games that they could have won where they just like sell.
I
in the
just feel
fourth.
like
I know. Which seems
you
intentional.
risk a
almost,
lot of like scrutiny as a GM if you draft a receiver first overall and they don't pan out.
bro. Not if you draft someone like Bo Nix as a backup with the second pick in the first
Well, they're not going
round.
to draft.
Like
Bo
just someone
Nix.
like that. I mean, like
They're
I
gonna
don't know.
draft. I mean,
Drake May or
Drake May has
someone.
potential,
She'll probably
but
go higher, I think.
I
Like
think
Patriots.
I think you obviously draft Caleb Williams with the first pick if you're a team
Yeah.
that really needed a quarterback.
Yeah,
But,
you can't not.
Um,
It's stupid. It,
but
you'd
I
be
think
seen as
even
dumb.
in that situation, like, yeah, that sounds stupid, like not to draft him if you have that pick. They could just draft him and trade him. They need to.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
Honestly, that's not a bad.
and that's what I was
idea.
thinking. I've seen this thing
But
from
I'm taking Harrison
Bears
first.
fans is like if they had the top 2 picks, they could draft Caleb Williams and Drake May.
dude.
I saw someone say that. They were like, please just find us our franchise quarterback, no matter what it takes. One of you isn't in frame. Parker. It's fine. Doesn't matter at all. So that's all the teams.
Yeah.
NFL or overviews. I was like, wait, no.
Dude.
NFL award predictions.
Oh my god.
MVP. I have McCaffrey or Lamar. It's 50-50 right now for me.
Mhm.
I can't really decide on one.
I'd same, but I think I'd rather see CMC win it.
I think Lamar is going to win it this year.
I was really hoping it'd be just like that. So
Yeah.
perfect for the poll. Yeah. MVP should go to one of them. If it doesn't go to one of them,
It'd be weird.
who's it going
I
to?
mean, who else is even on that list?
MV Purdy.
Tony
not
Pollard.
even
Tony
MVP.
Pollard for MVP. Dude.
I've seen people put 2 as 3.
Yeah, I've seen that too. That's kind of weird to me.
Tyreek is above Tua.
Yeah. but
Not on the
but he's
list.
not
For
on the
me.
list.
For me.
Yeah, for me, for sure.
Mostert
Yeah.
might be above Tua for me.
Dude, Mostert's had a
Mostert has
gross
20
season.
touchdowns. Or more than that now. 23, I think. 22.
I think he's got 20.
So I'd put him above him for MVP even. Which
I don't know.
Sounds-
He has a lot of like.
the only reason people
he has a lot of
disagree is
goal
because
line
Tua's a.
touchdowns.
Yeah, I was
That's
gonna
really
say,
it.
It's only because Tua's a quarterback. That's why people agree. His yards are crazy too, and he does crazy stuff. Dude, just
Running backs need more love.
Offensive Player of the Year, I have Tyreek first, since CMC might win MVP or CMC. I don't know though. If Chris McCaffrey doesn't win MVP, does he win Offensive Player of the Year
They don't give it both.
over Tyreek? If he doesn't win
If,
MVP,
if he wins MVP, they'll give it to Tyreek.
I know, but if he doesn't win MVP, who's winning Offensive Player of the Year?
Tyreek.
Still Tyreek.
Really, you think so? That's fair.
Yeah.
Tyreek's had insane.
Yeah, he's had a gross season.
He's not going to get to 2K yards, but
Possible.
I mean, he still has 2 weeks, right?
They
Yeah,
play,
he's got
they
2
play
weeks.
the Bills. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I
I
hope he
don't think
does.
he will,
I really
but-
hope he does.
Also, we've
Who's
had
yours?
this argument before, but I think CMC stats aren't that crazy, especially if you're talking just Offensive Player of the Year, not MVP.
Yeah, no, that's
I
fair.
can't make that argument.
Offensive Player of the Year, that's fair. I'll argue that for MVP, but I won't argue it for
Yeah.
Offensive Player of the Year because it's
Okay.
way
Should we
different in
do
my
it
opinion.
in DP?
Who's yours? Offensive players? You guys didn't say.
I said Tyreek.
Oh, you did.
I said
You
Tyreek.
did. Okay. Defensive Player of the Year. I have Myles Garrett or Deron Bland.
Really?
Yes. Deron Bland
I-
has made history. He has more touchdowns than
I
some
saw
teams'
this stat, and
offenses.
it was like Deron Bland is one of the worst corners in zone and man.
We already brought
Which
this
is
up
insane.
before.
But
Yeah, but I mean,
To be like-
he made.
he just has picks.
One of
He's
the
ball
unbreakable
hawk. That's just
records.
how it works.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah. But
Miles Garrett's first, obviously, so it doesn't matter.
The problem I have with Myles Garrett, I still have him first, but he hasn't done much in the past few weeks.
That's what
He,
I was
like,
thinking.
he had like a crazy good streak, and then he hasn't done like anything, like numbers wise. I mean, he still puts up the defensive effort he needs to,
Yeah.
but he isn't getting sacks or anything.
That's fair.
And then my other one was Micah Parsons. He's been playing really
Okay.
good the past couple of weeks.
He
Except for
underwhelmed.
last week.
He
Yeah.
I
underwhelmed
was gonna
me this
say.
season, man.
Yeah,
Like as
I
good as
mean-
he is, I was expecting a lot. From
he's making a
Micah
late
Parsons.
push for sure. But
Like a lot.
yeah,
like
me too. I had him
historic
as my
season.
preseason
Me too.
favorite. I still have my whole list preseason favorites this year.
Yeah, I had Myles Garrett and then Parsons.
That's fair. Offensive Rookie of the Year, pretty clearly C.J. Stroud or
Yeah.
Puka.
Yeah.
I think C.J.
I
Stroud.
think it's CJ
CJ
Stroud
Stroud.
unless CJ Stroud doesn't play this week or next week. and
Yeah, that's
maybe
what I was
they think
thinking
about it.
too. I
'Cause that
still
would mean
don't
he
think
missed
so though.
4 or 5 weeks, right?
I still just think you can't not give it to him.
But the
Puka's
problem is, like,
historic, but C.J. Stroud
That means like
is
you missed a
generational
quarter,
season.
like more than a quarter of the season.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
Puka
guess.
really hasn't done that much like the last
Well, he's
like
gonna,
mid.
he's had off weeks.
Like,
like,
yeah,
CJ's
he's been doing pretty good the last couple
CJ
weeks.
was like perfectly consistent though.
Yeah,
Puka's
he's
had a
been
few off
really
weeks, so
consistent.
it's a fair top two though.
Yeah.
Defensive Rookie of the Year, mine stayed the same and stayed accurate. I have Devon Witherspoon or Jalen Carter. Those are my top two to
Jalen
start.
Carter's
and it's still
favorite,
the
right,
same.
by a lot, and I don't really get it.
Over Devon, bro. Devon's generational
I
right
don't
now.
even think Devon's top 3 on
Really?
like,
People are really
Odds.
sleeping on him, dude. He's literally been generational this year.
He's been
my opinion.
good.
He's
I'm not
been
gonna say
amazing.
that. He's been pretty good.
Who do you have?
I have Will Anderson. He's been pretty good.
Okay.
I had Will Anderson.
He's been
too.
slept on, though, so I just
Yeah,
don't, I think they would give it to Jalen Carter.
He started making
over
a
him.
late season push. I
Yeah.
don't get the Jalen Carter thing.
He's really good, but
He's
he's
good,
overrated.
but he's not good.
No,
like
it's
he's
not
like
They're hyping him up to be like generational.
like they're
Yeah.
acting like he's elite already, and he's not.
Yeah.
He's not better than Will Anderson. I can say that. For
Yeah.
Sure.
yeah.
My comeback player of the year, I have either Joe Flacco or Baker Mayfield.
I don't think they'll give it to Joe Flacco just because he's only
Really?
played like 4 weeks. He'll end up playing 6 weeks.
Yeah, I guess we'll see about that.
I have
I-
Tua.
I had Flacco.
That's my
okay,
guy.
Tua's
Yeah,
fair.
that's fair.
But we all know who's actually gonna win.
It's not gonna be DeMar. Dude, if they give it to DeMar,
Dude, it's
They-
so
I
that's
think
the
they
problem.
have to. dude.
he doesn't play.
He literally, I think he got like 10 snaps all year or something.
He's not
has
good
he played?
either, bro. I don't think he's
No.
played.
If he
bro.
doesn't play a snap, can they give it to him?
No, they can't. I don't think
I'm
he's
gonna
played.
look it up. You
Dude.
guys keep talking. I'll see if he's.
It's so
played any
annoying,
snaps,
dude.
but-
Like,
Flacco?
yeah, I had Flacco, but like, how are you gonna give it to Demar, bro? What
I
has
know,
he
dude.
done? Like, rather than almost
Yeah.
die on the field.
I know. Like, I just don't get it. Coach of the year, I have Stefanski or Harbaugh.
I'm probably gonna get hate for mine. I had Mike McDaniel.
That's a good one.
That's not bad.
That's not
honestly.
bad. You can't like get mad at somebody for their picks. I had Kevin Stefanski, but I think Dan Campbell will win. They
Really?
won their first division title in 30 years.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, Harbaugh is better.
Harbaugh's. I
I
don't
don't
know.
know, man. It's kind of hard.
I think those
But
three.
I guess it does make sense for
My
your
real
point,
picks.
though.
Yeah, but I still think Kevin Stefanski deserves it more. That whole
Yeah,
team
dude, for
literally
sure.
got severe injuries and missed the entire
Yeah.
season.
And then lastly, my most improved player, it was the same basically as comeback player. I have Baker Mayfield or Joe Flacco, and then I threw Josh Dobbs in there just because he's still going to be high on the list.
So DeMar Hamlin has 2 tackles this year.
What?
I had Baker most improved.
Okay. I like that. I'm super glad I was high on Baker before the season started.
You've liked Baker for a while.
Yeah, I've always liked Baker. It's just since he was on the Browns. He made me a Browns fan for a little bit
I
too.
think I
even.
missed something. I don't know what's going on.
Most improved player.
That's the same thing as comeback player of the
Yeah,
year.
pretty much.
yeah.
It's
Whatever.
you
just
pick
like for
two
fun.
and one goes for each.
Yeah.
That's actually everything except for like the normal stuff. So good job, guys.
Okay.
Recap of our games and predictions. Bengals versus Steelers. Me and Zeke both had the Steelers. You were not here last week, so we're just going through it quick. Me and Zeke both had Steelers. They killed the Bengals. The Bills versus the Chargers was very close, which was funny as hell to watch.
Mm-hmm.
We both had the Bills, though, and they won. The Colts versus Falcons ended in, like, almost, I think, a blowout of an upset. Because I think the Falcons kind of killed them, didn't they? You know? I thought they beat them by, like, 15 at least. But we both had the Colts, and we were both wrong. Seahawks
know.
versus Titans. We both had the Seahawks, and they edged one out against the Titans. You said it last week.
I didn't say it like that, okay?
You did.
What's the
I'll
difference?
pull up the clip. Come on, man.
Come
Come on.
What did
Look
he
at
say?
this guy.
What did he say?
He said the word edged. Okay, Lions versus Vikings. Pretty close matchup, but the Lions ended up winning that.
Mhm.
Jets, Commanders. I had the Jets. You had the Commanders. The Jets ended up taking that one. The Packers versus Panthers. I wanted to say Panthers, but I went with Packers, and so did Zeke. We both got it right. Browns, Texans. The Flacco run continues. We both had the Browns, and they killed the Texans. Bucks versus Jags. I had the Bucks. You had the Jags for some reason. The Bucks ended up winning that. Bears versus Cardinals. I had the Cardinals. You had the Bears, and the Bears ended up winning that. It wasn't like super important for draft, but I guess slightly for both teams.
We're the Cardinals, and really, it didn't have that
Yeah,
much.
the Bears
The Bears
could get higher with the
a really
loss,
high pick
but
as
they
far
still
as
have
I'm
number
doing.
one, so it doesn't matter
It doesn't
that much.
matter.
We could just try to win if they wanted to at this point. Cowboys, Dolphins, really good game, really close game. Our run defense just needs to
That was a fun game
improve,
to
and
watch,
so
too.
does our running back, like I said earlier.
Mhm.
Like, Tony Pollard should have gotten that touchdown.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard's a bum.
We should have kept Zeke. Cowboys, I had the Cowboys, you had the Dolphins. The Dolphins won. Patriots versus Broncos. I watched the video, and I literally went, what the hell? Because I picked the Patriots. I literally have no clue why. I was watching the video, and I was lost. But I picked the Patriots. You picked the Broncos. Patriots won. Chiefs, Raiders. I picked the Raiders. You had the Chiefs, and the Raiders ended up defeating the Chiefs. Giants versus Eagles. We both had the Eagles, and they won. And then lastly, the big, insanely awesome showdown between the Ravens and the Niners. I had the Ravens, and you had the Niners, and the Ravens won.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, getting into sleepers and bust reviews, you
Okay,
go
I'll
first so
start.
I can check likely.
Okay.
Run through it.
So,
Because we've been here forever.
starting off with Josh Jacobs, he did not play. So, you guys probably caught that if you weren't stupid like me. Next up, Dalton Kincaid had 1.7, so that's another miss. I said Deontay Johnson. I almost said George Pickens. George Pickens went for 35, and Deontay
Okay.
Johnson went for 3.5. So, another miss. Going into my bus, I had Ty Chandler, who had 7.7, so that's a miss. So that was right. He played bad.
Yeah.
So, moving on, Cortland Sutton. I didn't put what he put, but he didn't score very much. I know that.
Yeah.
And then this one, I'm not proud of at all. Amari Cooper, who put up
Jesus.
51.5 points this week, which is
I really hope someone didn't start him because of Zeke, and they never take your advice again.
okay. First of all, I just want to say
This dude didn't start him.
that Amari Cooper has been mid
All year.
all year.
It's the
Why
same
would
thing
he
with
go
George
for 2
Pickens?
points?
Both of them.
I'm not trying to be rude, and Amari Cooper, please come on the podcast, but he looks old as hell.
Does he? I
You see-
haven't really
dude,
looked at him.
look him up. I was watching like
He's not
him
young.
getting-
He's been in the league since like
no, but dude,
2016,
he
right?
looks like he's like from the 50s, bro. It's weird.
No way.
Like the way his head is shaped. I'm not trying to be mean, Mr. Cooper. I'm sorry,
Mr. Cooper.
but dude, you're built weird. You gotta look, bro. It's,
He watching the podcast.
he was getting highlighted, like obviously during the game, and I was like, dude, what? That's Amari
Bro,
Cooper.
what?
So I thought he'd have. You
Hold
see,
on, let's see. What does he look like?
he looks old, bro.
He looks like Ken Carson. That's what he looks like.
That's who I was trying to think.
You
Okay.
guys seen like baby president or like young
Yeah.
president? That's what it looks like.
Okay.
I went 5. You could say 6 for 6. Baker Mayfield versus the Jags. He had 19.8, so that was a hit for a sleeper. Cole Kmet versus Arizona. He had 14.7, another hit. Isaiah Likely had 8.6 versus the Niners, so if you expected him to really do a lot more, that's kind of already on you. Shouldn't have ruined your week, but take it as you want. I don't care.
Okay.
I said Devon Achane versus Dallas, which was a pretty big pick. He had 4.1, so that was a very good pick. I said Keenan Allen versus the Bills, who got notified as injured late, so hit.
Hit
And
to
then I
my
said
fantasy.
Eckler versus the Bills, and he had 11.6, so I would say that's a hit because you should expect more out of Eckler.
Dude, the Chargers sold my season and my soul.
That's what you get, bro.
And
I
then-
don't know why you chose the entirety of AFC West specifically to be on your team.
And
Hey,
then,
it took me
True.
far. It took me far.
Not really.
And then
I mean, it got you semifinals, I guess.
next week's sleepers and busts, we're gonna go through them quick so I can have easier editing.
Okay.
Next week's sleepers and busts, I said David Njoku versus the Jets is my first sleeper. He's been hot and he'll have another hot game.
I wouldn't even say that's a sleeper at this point.
Not at this
He's
point,
tied
but
in
some
6.
people don't realize yet. DJ Moore versus blank. I forgot to fill it in. Start him. I'm pretty sure they're playing a bad team, or they're playing the Falcons, I think. Rashee Rice, I said start. I also forgot who they're playing. I didn't write it down again, but start him apparently because I put it there earlier. I said for my busts, I said Garrett Wilson versus the Browns. Damn it. Well, okay, the second one seems messed up now. I put TJ Hawkinson versus Green Bay, and he's out for the season now. So don't start TJ Hawkinson. And Sam Howell
In
versus
fact, if
the-
you're in the title game, cut
Yeah.
TJ Hawkinson.
and then Sam Howell versus
That
the
always
Niners.
makes me mad when I look at people's teams and they have like players on the IR that have been
I
out
know.
for months.
It's stupid. They're bringing them to the championship
Yeah.
for fun. So you want to get into yours?
Okay, starting off, I had Trey McBride. I feel like Kyler's fighting for his job still.
Dude, Trey
At this
McBride's a
point-
beast. He's put up like so many. He's put up like 16 the
I
past
think
2
that-
weeks.
He actually had a bad week last week.
Like I'm talking like the 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
that.
But he's his favorite target, so I think he'll get some targets.
Okay.
I am worried though because the Cardinals have no offensive line. They're like
Yeah.
last living guard decided to get injured for the rest of the season today. So Kyler's gonna have 0 seconds in the pocket, which could mean that Trey McBride's gonna get a lot of like dump offs.
I was gonna say like James Conner might
Yeah, I
cook
was
that
gonna
game.
I don't know. James Conner like mid.
Dude, he put up 23 last week.
Yeah, but
Carry on. My editing job isn't getting any easier.
Okay.
I'm not getting any younger here.
I said Nico Collins. If Stroud plays, he just has a
Okay.
quarterback to throw
Yeah.
him the ball correctly, I guess.
Him or
Noah Brown.
yeah.
I thought about that too.
Or
So
Schultz.
you can put
should
those
be
both in
starting
there.
Schultz if you have him. Don't be stupid.
Yeah, if you don't Schultz, he should be starting.
Schultz is a top 7 tight end
For sure.
in the league. Top 5.
And I said Adam Thielen as a throw-in. I think he'll do good this week,
Okay.
just for fun.
Okay.
And then my bus, I have Mike Evans against New Orleans, which is going to be...
Really? I would think the
Have you-
complete opposite.
Yeah.
He
Have
hates
you
New
seen
Orleans.
what he does against New Orleans every single game?
He plays pretty bad most of
He
the
hasn't
time.
broken like 15 points against New Orleans in like 7 seasons.
I feel like he's going to do good this week. I don't know
He
why.
put up like 8 points. He got ejected like
we shall see.
last year.
Yeah,
at
I
the
mean,
same
he
time.
got ejected last week.
He gets ejected like pretty much like half the time in those games.
He'll
He gets in a
remember
fight
this.
against Marshawn Lattimore.
I know. Continue
Um,
on.
Okay, and then I said Amari Cooper because he's getting guarded by Sauce. I'm still starting him, by the way. I didn't
have
say
a choice.
bench. I just said he's not going to do
You just don't have a
very good.
choice, though.
I don't have a choice at this point because I can't trust Josh Jacobs to not be a
Yeah,
game
that's
time
true.
decision and still not play 2 weeks
Yeah.
in a row.
That's true.
And then last up I said Ramondre Stevenson because he's coming off an injury.
Okay. And Zeke's better.
Yeah.
All right, my sleepers are all pretty basic. I said Derrick Henry. Plays Texans, who are a bit of a mess right now and kind of got cooked last week.
He did do good against them last time.
A.J. Brown coming off of a decent week, but a very bad first half performance. He kind of underperformed last week, and I have a good feeling about him next week. And then Ayuk, I think he's going to have a statement game for the Niners because they're looking to bounce back, and they play the Commanders. We're not good.
The worst defense in the league.
Yeah.
So, literally.
Busts, Dalvin Cook, playing elite Browns defense, looked pretty mediocre all year. Sam Laporta, I might get some hate from this, but he's been good all year. And the Lions have Lions have looked great all year, but this is like a big test for them. And the Cowboys are looking to bounce back after back-to-back losses.
To win this week bad.
And
we should.
My last one, Jalen Waddle. He had like pretty shitty week this week.
Yeah.
And he plays the Ravens, which isn't going to help.
So I can't believe you tried to trade him to me like every other week. Freaking Waddle, bro. I was never buying that shit.
Waddle played good against.
I never
the
tried to
Nets.
trade him
Like
to
1
you.
week.
2 weeks
You
back.
tried to trade him like 3 times.
Which is why I kind of have hope for Marquise.
I never
because
threw out,
Waddle
like,
went for,
any
like
trades.
150 and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, because
On-
Tyreek was getting guarded though.
I don't think Tyreek played that game.
He was. He didn't play last week.
That was 2 weeks ago, I think.
No.
Or
Last week.
was
They
it?
played the Jets 2 weeks ago. Yeah. But
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
game predictions for next week. Last thing.
Tyreek didn't play that week.
I don't care.
Whatever. Let's move on.
So he was guarded by Sauce.
Whatever.
Okay, moving
Let's see.
on. So speaking of Sauce, the Jets are playing the Browns on Thursday Night Football.
Browns.
I got the Browns.
Yeah,
Alright.
that one seems clear right now.
Moving on to Saturday, Detroit. The Lions are playing the Cowboys.
Give me the Cowboys,
On
dude.
Monday night on Saturday. So I don't know how that works.
It's so
Monday,
weird.
It's Monday Night Football coverage on Saturday by ESPN.
What?
Bro.
They're so dumb.
I mean, I
dude.
guess
Saturday
why not?
games are so weird.
It's because
yeah, the Cowboys.
I think Monday
It's
is
a Saturday night
New
game,
Year's
dude.
is New Year's Eve,
Oh, okay.
or maybe New Year's Day, and they can't play football on
Yeah.
those days because it's college football.
Yeah, give me Cowboys.
Cowboys are gonna have a bounce back week,
Yeah, they kind of have
and the
to.
Lions are.
I
Frauds.
feel like they don't have a choice whether to win or lose. So
The
you
Lions-
can
the
say
Lions
the Lions,
aren't,
but
like-
it
I
can't
got the
happen.
Lions. Okay.
Get
This
out
dude's
of
gonna be
here.
wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'm gonna put this clip in when he's wrong.
Womp womp womp. At least I didn't die a Cowboys rider. We'll live by that.
You're a Cardinals fan. Go ahead.
We beat you this year. Moving on, the Patriots and the Bills.
Okay, well, considering I said this in my draft video, and all of a sudden the Patriots are on a hot streak conveniently at
I'm
the
not
same
gonna say
time.
hot streak. They won one game.
I mean, they just have been looking better. I think they're just gonna pull off some weird, stupid late in the
I got the
season
Bills.
upset and beat the Bills.
They
I've
did-
predicted plenty of upsets, so I'm not.
They
sad
beat
going
they
back.
beat them earlier in the year.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
I'm
but
actually
I
gonna
still
take
got
the
the Bills.
Pats.
Just Belichick just knows the Bills' offense. That's the only thing. He's
I
always
still got
he's always played good against the Bills. Belichick's
Um,
never had a terrible game against the Bills.
Moving
Really.
on to next
Maybe
morning's
one.
slate, the Falcons and the Bears. I got the Bears.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna take the Falcons actually.
Last
Okay.
time you did that, you cursed them. So the Bears just won.
Yeah.
Okay. The Raiders and the Colts.
Raiders.
I'm going with the Raiders. Just
Yeah.
as
Raiders.
the Chiefs last week.
Yeah.
Well, they beat the Chiefs twice this year, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
That's
I think
hilarious,
so, yeah.
bro. How are
That's
you gonna get
funny.
swept by that?
That was pretty embarrassing. They might see them in the playoffs even, but we'll
Chiefs
see.
are bombs, dude.
I don't know how to feel about the Raiders. They're weird.
Yeah, they're
They're
not
like
good.
mid.
Aiden
we all
O'Connell
said
sucks,
Raiders,
by
didn't
the way. We
Yeah.
never mentioned that they didn't complete a pass in 3 quarters that game. Aiden O'Connell sucks. Like, he's really bad.
Terrible.
The
I think they
backup,
won without.
the backup had
without
like 150
Josh
yards,
Jacobs
and the
is insane.
defense had 2 or 3 touchdowns. And
Dude,
yeah, like I said, the Raiders
They need a
defense balled out.
quarterback so desperately, dude.
They're in the
Okay.
same boat as like the Bears, I guess you could say, or someone. Okay.
The Rams and the Giants. I'm going with the Rams.
Rams.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, let's
The
just,
Rams are gonna ram.
let's just carry it. Okay. The Rams are gonna ram. the
Continue. You didn't have to
Giants.
repeat
Dude,
it. You're weird.
You're weird, buddy. Okay. The Cardinals and the Eagles battle of the birds. I got the Eagles, not the Redbirds. They're not good.
Let's
at
go
all.
Redbirds, but Eagles.
Are
Are you gonna make some crazy?
No, this guy's actually just an Eagles hater.
I literally predicted most of their losses.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really close, but the Eagles will probably like
It's
barely
easy
get
to
it.
guess their losses on you. You vote against them every week.
I don't vote against them every week,
You did last week. And the week before that.
and they
All right,
they lost.
let's
they
move
lost those
on.
games too.
Let's
It
move
was
on.
last week.
Not last week. Yeah, I think it'll be like a 3-ish point game.
I mean, they played really bad last week, so I
Yeah,
wouldn't
it
even be
was-
surprised.
They tend to.
Moving on, the New Orleans Saints and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I got the Bucs.
I got the
Yeah.
Bucks.
Bucks want to win the
But
division.
honestly, I don't know. I think it's gonna be Chris Godwin fighting for his life.
yeah, I
Probably.
think Bucks want to win the division and make a playoff like appearance. So
Yeah.
Moving on, the Niners and the Commanders. Niners by
A
mile.
Niners by a lot.
Yeah.
Like they
even
gotta come
even
back
if
this
Brock
game.
Purdy threw 4 picks, I think
They're still
win that
winning.
They
game.
gotta have a big game this week to shut up everyone.
Jacoby Brissett
Ayuk
versus
master
That'd be
class,
scary.
dude.
Jacoby Brissett versus Nick Bosa.
It might be scary to watch how bad the Niners beat them, bro.
How did Nick Bosa do against Lamar? I didn't watch the game. I was
Ayuk's gonna put up
I
like
mean,
30.
No one did anything on the Niners. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do good.
He's gonna do
I
good.
think
can
Devo's gonna
call
do
him.
really good.
Yeah, I hope not because I'm playing him in the championship game. Tennessee.
Good luck.
Okay, Carolina and the Panthers and the Jaguars. I don't know why I blanked on Jaguars.
I got the Jags by like a little
Yeah.
bit.
Yeah.
Not by a lot, honestly.
neither. Okay, moving on. The Dolphins and the Ravens. I got the Ravens.
Yeah.
I got a weird feeling that the Dolphins
Yeah.
are gonna win after last week. I just got a feeling.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I got the Ravens just because I don't see them losing up
Okay.
until the championship game to the Browns.
Up next is the Titans and the Texans. Last game of the morning.
Derrick
slate.
Henry continuously goes off against the Texans, so I'm going
Yeah, that's
Titans
why I had him.
just for
Steelers.
this one.
They didn't win last game, did they? No, they didn't.
I don't know.
I think it was a
the
close
Texans
game,
won.
though.
The
Yeah,
Texans-
they won by, like,
They went to
3.
overtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think Titans
CJ
will-
Stroud's back. I'm going with the Texans.
They had.
And another
They
one.
also had their receiver that game.
I mean, the
So-
Texans also got like blown up last week.
Yeah. I think the Titans will.
I'm gonna
Without
say.
CJ Stroud, though.
Yeah, but
They-
even then,
they
like their
didn't have
defense
offense.
is
Their
not
defense is
good.
bad for sure.
That'll be interesting.
I'm gonna-
Yeah, I think it'll be a good
I'm
game.
gonna take the Titans.
Okay. Steelers and Seahawks. I got the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I'll agree. I guess.
Chargers and Broncos. I got Broncos.
Broncos.
And the back.
Yeah, Broncos should win.
Even
that.
though the Chargers played pretty good against the Bills last week, so
That's true.
Yeah.
which is so
We'll
weird.
probably
Like,
go
how are you
back
gonna
to-
get pieced up that bad?
Yeah, I
It
know.
really must have just been coaching.
It probably was. Like honestly,
Like,
it mostly
In a
was,
different world, if
obviously.
they had a different coach, they'd win like 12 games.
Yeah. I mean, I would hope so.
And then the Bengals and the Chiefs.
That's a
I'm going with
good.
the Chiefs still, but
Yeah,
it's
Chiefs.
actually going to be
It's-
pretty
it's
close, to
probably
be
not.
honest.
I'm.
They
don't
almost
think so.
lost to the Patriots.
I'm gonna say an upset. I'm gonna say the Bengals that game.
Really?
It's fair. I actually
Yes.
thought about it. And then Sunday Night Football is the Packers and the Vikings.
I'm gonna
Packers.
take the Packers.
I'm going to go with the Packers as well. They don't have anybody left on offense, really.
Yeah.
The Vikings are really bad now. They literally have nothing left. They have KJ Osborne standing out there like I don't even know who their quarterback is right now.
Nick Mullins, I think.
It's pretty bad.
I
But
haven't watched a lot of Vikings
we
football, I'm sorry.
really hope there's no echo, and
There
we
shouldn't be. It
appreciate
should
you
be better.
guys for watching the.
Let us know if it's better or not.
Yeah.
Some comments, I guess.
Welcome
Okay.
to the Christmas special, and goodbye from the Christmas special. We will see you in a week for episode 30, which is going to be 30 hours long of a live stream.
Okay.
So thank you for watching, and goodbye.